things which we will be learning in next 5 days is on Azure portal and Power BI. It's related to this Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing and Power BI. So for doing practicals on this Cloud Computing, Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing, you will be needed one Outlook account. Okay. So it's my request to you all to create one new Outlook account. Okay. And post that Outlook ID in this chat box. So I can get that Outlook ID from the chat box and I can give you a subscription on Microsoft Azure. So you can perform the practicals which Alvin and me will be explaining to you all. Okay. So is there any doubt related for creating Outlook account? You can ask to me.
So, so will the subscription be limited to the time period of this training, or will it be active even after that?
No, it will be limited for only for 5 days. And if you want to use later also, suppose if you want to use later for demonstrating your students, or you want to do some research on it. So what the thing you will be doing, you can create one student account which is free of cost actually. So this Azure will be providing you $200 in that account. So with the help of those $200, you can do the practicals on this. And faculty, please, it's my request to you, please don't provide your Gmail account. Okay. I need only Outlook ID, which is need to be mentioned at the rate outlook.com. Okay. Also, you can't, you please don't provide your college ID also, because this college ID will be getting conflict with the subscription and you will be getting difficulty in the login session. So it's my request to you. So create a new Outlook account. It doesn't take that much of time for creating an Outlook account that you people might be knowing. So create one new Outlook account on which you can perform all the practicals and I can give subscription to that Outlook ID.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm having old Hotmail account. So is it okay? Because that's also is in Outlook.
It is okay, ma'am, but whether you have configured that account with Microsoft Azure previously, any time, if that is so, then it will be getting problem to get you log into this Azure.
Okay.
So that is why I'm asking a new Outlook account, because sometimes it happens like some of us have login with that Azure portal and it creates a multiple account over there and it gets problem for getting logged into for getting the subscription. Okay, Helvin, you can start the session, Helvin, or the theoretical part, you can cover it. And meanwhile, I can add the subscription plan to those faculties which they are providing their Outlook ID on chat box.
Yeah, sure, Mahesh. Thank you. So, am I audible, all of you?
Yes, Helvin, you're audible.
Yeah. Thank you, Mahesh, for confirming. So yeah, I can see people are posting the Outlook IDs. Yeah. So just like Mahesh said, please make sure it is Outlook itself. And few other things
Yes,
I
yes.
saw in the chat, people are asking whether should we install softwares today? Do we need PC today and all? Yes, you need a PC with good internet connection for today. And the other softwares, it won't be mandatory for today. Plus, but keep it installed for the coming days. So for today, you need a PC with internet for sure. Yeah. And regarding LMS, Sashudan has explained everything properly. So many are still trying to log in, I guess. So don't try to log in now. Once he accept it only, you can log in it. Okay, he has approved it. He will be doing it by 12 o'clock, just like he said. So, okay, we will not waste time. So we'll start with our session. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts regarding anything, you can ask. Okay. So we are going to cover the just the basics theory with respect to the cloud computing today. I'll be sharing my screen. So just please confirm that my screen is visible to you.
Yes,
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 visible.
it's
for me,
visible.
it is visible.
Yeah, sure. So can anybody tell me what is your understanding about cloud computing?
Google Drive is also cloud computing.
Google Drive, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Anybody else?
It's a way of storing and accessing going.
Okay, accessing, storing, and accessing information. Okay.
And it is also a
Anything
way
else?
of storing and accessing information online on a remote server.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Then anybody else have any other definitions?
Yeah, on-demand access, pay-per-use model. How much you will be using, that much billing will come.
Yes, is excellent. So on-demand model. So all these answers are very correct. So it is a buzzword, just like AI, blockchain, everything nowadays. The industry 4 is demanding cloud computing. So whether we are aware or not, we are always using, we are all part of this cloud computing as one moment or another in our life. So just like somebody said, it is nothing but on-demand delivery of computing resources. So computing resources can be anything. It can be servers, it can be storage, databases, softwares, networking, any kind of component. So basically, just like another sir said, we are accessing something sitting on somewhere around the globe through the internet and making use of it. So we don't have it physically with us. We are using the internet to access it. And we only have to use it when we need it. So we don't have to pay for a large lump sum. We have to pay per the use. Okay. So it eliminates the need of buying, managing resources, and doing all the initial setup. Okay. So just consider this scenario. Okay, there is a small software development firm. So they want to expand their business because suddenly they got a lot of customers. The business is growing, so they want to expand it. So if they want to expand, if they want to buy a lot of resources, server or whatever it is going to be a lot of time consuming and costly. I request all of you to mute yourself. Yeah, whenever you want to speak something, you can. So also we need a lot of physical space and power and cooling systems. As we know that any computing device generate a lot of heat. So cooling is essential part of the system to make it work properly. And we need to maintain and manage them. So for that, we need people. We need network administrator. We need other people, experts, cloud engineers, etc., etc. If we are going to set up all these things by our own, and sometimes we will have end up in a situation where there won't be proper utilization. I will be acquiring more resources and which will be underutilized. Less utilization will be there. So that is also waste of money. I will be purchasing so many systems, and sometimes it is not even needed for moment. Uh, and also, we will be spending a lot of time in troubleshooting it instead of working on our business goals. So we have to manage it. So it's going to be a headache. So this is a one scenario. You can think of multiple scenarios. You can think of a university web server. So on the day of the results of examination, there will be a lot of traffic to that particular website. And for sometimes the website will be down. The server cannot handle so much traffic and it will be down. So just because for that one day I cannot increase the capacity of the server, it doesn't make any sense. Because if I spend a lot of money, hardly in a year, very few days it will be utilized. Other days it will be underutilized. That is not an optimized way of doing it. So these are the problems with the traditional way. If you want to set up things at your own, so that is where cloud computing becoming your solution. Okay. So no need to buy new resources, absolutely no need. And you get global accessibility. Like if you once you get a subscription from a cloud provider, you set up a storage account, you set up a network, you set up a server, whatever it is. There are so many options available. You can access it anywhere around the globe, not limited to state, not limited to country, not geographically limited at all. So that is a global accessibility. Ready to use setup. You just buy it, one click, purchase it, then from the very next moment you can use it. You don't have to worry about configuration, nothing, absolutely nothing. And availability means it will be always up, it will be always available. There will be very minute downtime downtime that it will be not accessible. So that is a high availability. So because all the cloud service providers have a lot of backup mechanisms and fault tolerance mechanisms and all. So it will be very much available and pay as you go. That means how much ever you use, that much only you have to pay. So these are the different perspectives related to the cloud computing. Why an organization should go for cloud computing? You know that a lot of companies nowadays, even the startups, everybody is depending on the cloud solution. That is why Azure, AWS, GCP, everything is growing. Their business is growing day to day. So yes, any doubts? Please mute yourselves. Taken 300 plus. So that is a basic idea about cloud computing. So you can see there are so many benefits, more than what we discussed. Okay, automatic software updates and collaboration, security, so many things. See, if you are doing it your own, security is going to be a major concern and headache. We'll come to that also. So scalability, cost efficiency, accessibility, reliability, and redundancy. So cost efficient, obviously we don't have to spend a lot of money in the beginning. So you have to pay only as much you use. So it's going to be cost efficient compared to traditional systems. Accessibility, I told you, you can access from anywhere, any kind of device. Okay, you can access from a mobile also, app also, tab also, from any country. Reliability, I told you, it is highly available and we can trust it more. Like it won't be down or we won't lose our data in an easy way because they have a lot of redundancy. Redundancy means there are many duplicates, backup kind of setups working in the background. So you can rely on this. So can anybody talk about the first point, scalability? What do you mean by scalability? Yes. Can anybody? Yes.
Addition.
Yeah, Mahesh want to tell something. Yes, Mahesh. Mahesh, are you there?
Yes, Elvin.
Yes. Do you want to add something?
Oh, no. I'm adding subscription. I think faculty is asking something to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I had a question here.
Yeah.
So in case of cloud computing, isn't your data always exposed to risk?
No, not at all. See, if data is exposed to risk, then how do we go for it? Not at all. There are very security policies and protocols. So many things are there. Firewall setup. So you can always monitor. It's not like the cloud service provider will take your data. Absolutely not. So 100% you can tell it is secure. It's actually more secure than data in our own PC, I would say. Because think of a normal person, what is our protection? We have a Windows firewall and an antivirus, that most. But coming to cloud service provider, it's $1 billion business. They have multiple levels of security mechanisms. Imagine any data. Yeah.
I'm not talking so I'm not talking in terms of ethics. I'm also talking in terms of cyber attacks.
Yes, that is what I'm saying, sir. So clouds are always, people always try to attack. I'm not telling like nothing is hack-proof, but I would say that a cloud system environment is much more safer than our own systems, I would say, because there are people dedicated, policies dedicated, software dedicated working for that. And it's $1 billion business. You imagine that if you're getting a news like Azure cloud is hacked or something, so it is going to be affect their business. So it's $1 billion business. So they're spending a lot of money in that ways also, secure it. Then okay, data breaches do happen, but most of the times the reason will be a human. Humans are the weakest link in the chain. So if we don't properly configure, or if you yourself give up on something, it may be happen, but otherwise it is indeed secure. Yes. So I hope the question is clear. Yeah. So anybody would like to talk about scalability?
Based on the requirements, we are scaling or scale out the resources.
Yes.
Long lasting.
So sometimes not long lasting. It's like the name suggests, scaling. Scaling means increasing, growing. That meaning. So scalability is like we can increase based on our requirement, just like our previous scenario. Yeah. So see, I am hosting a website. So I am setting up a server with like 4 GB RAM and 20 GB memory. I mean hard disk maybe. So later my website become popular and I'm getting a lot of traffic. So this 4 GB RAM is not enough. So I can upgrade it to 8 GB or 16 GB. So that process is called scaling. There are different types of scaling, okay, horizontal, vertical, and all. We're not going into that. Basically, the idea is increasing the capacity, okay, increasing the scope of our resources. So cloud computing, it's very easy. We can just one click, you can upgrade your system to a better configuration. So scaling is very easy, which is very much efficient, which is very much critical and needed for a point of view of a company, okay, firm. Okay, so moving forward. So how does the main idea of computing is virtualization? So how do we actually happen it? When I am taking a resource online, am I getting a dedicated computer for myself? We can do take that obviously, but most of the times what happens, we are sharing the same hardware or same resources with other people without we are knowing it. So when I see for example, we today will be doing virtual machine. So when I rent a computer online, okay, it's not renting. I was just using layman time. I am taking a virtual machine online. That means somewhere a machine I am taking control over internet and I'm going to use it for my purposes, okay, computing purposes. So what happens that time? We don't really know that how where it is situated. So maybe like we all of us are going to use today virtual machines. All of us might be using a big computer, okay, single computer. We are not worried about, we are not bothered about it. So, but this big computer, big resources are divided into small pieces, okay, for individual people. So basically, we are sharing the hardware with the help of a software. That is the idea of virtual machines or virtualization process. Okay, it's allow you to create multiple simulated environments or dedicated resources from a single physical hardware system. So it could be a common hard disk shared or common RAM shared. You can simply think like imagine in our computer we create multiple logins, okay, multiple logins. But the point is not all the logins can be done at the same time. Imagine if you can create multiple logins in your system and all of them can use it at the same time. Okay, so what happens is my same hard disk, my same RAM is being shared by multiple people. So this is a very basic idea of virtualization. So how this happens, you can see here the traditional way and the virtual system. Okay, so you can see here left hand side traditional system. For example, I'm running a mail service. So I am dedicating a CPU, a computer for the mail service, and it might be using only 30% of it. Okay, 70% might be underutilized. If you go to your task manager now and check your usage of your RAM and processor, you might be see your RAM might be only used by 50% by Teams. Rest will be not used. Or your processor will be working at maybe 5%, 10% capacity. Rest is not utilized. So like the traditional system, if I'm dedicating for each service, each website, each mail application, one system, it is going to be a waste of resources. So what the virtual system do, in the same computer on the same hardware, you can run multiple software components or you can give it to multiple users. Okay, so that is the idea of virtualization. We are sharing the hardware resources with the help of a software. Okay, so most of the computing cloud compute providers are using this technology. So we are not exactly getting a dedicated PC, but we will feel like we are getting a dedicated PC. It will work with respect to all the means of a dedicated PC, but actually in the background, in the underlying infrastructure, it could be shared. Okay, so that is done with the help of this virtualization. So,
What is legacy app?
sorry,
What is legacy
like
app?
legacy app means, see nowadays normal application like softwares, whatever we are running like that. Legacy means in the sense of old. See, now everything is through cloud. No, we are using SaaS service model. So normally, if you're installing it in a system, that is called a legacy app. So if you want to use Photoshop, you can install and use it. or best example is Office. You can install and use Office in your system. So that is like an old method. Nowadays we are using 365. It's like a cloud. So legacy app means like an old app in that sense. Traditional app, legacy app. Okay, so there's a software called hypervisor. Okay, so this software is what helping us to share our resources, hardware resources for multiple instances. Instances mean multiple users, multiple people who are using it. So you can see that here. So you can see that it could be different computer devices, and it could be a database or hard drive, whatever. So VM means virtual machine. Okay, virtual means you can see it's like a computer. So if user 1, user 2, user 3, 4, everybody is actually using the same infrastructure. So, but who is sharing it on demand? This hypervisor software. The hypervisor is a common name for the software which is used for virtualization. Okay, so there are multiple categories, types of hypervisor also. We are not worried about it because we are not going to deal with hypervisor directly. What we do, we will create virtual machine. This hypervisor will be running in the background by Azure platform. So that is what allocating resources for the each instance. Okay, so the basic core idea is for effective usage, 100% productivity. So we have to utilize the resources maximum. That is the idea. So what all can be do virtualization upon? How what all can be done with this hypervisor? So there are different types of virtualization, like server virtualization. I mean, same server configuration, same server can be divided into multiple uses or can be used to host multiple websites. Data virtualization, hardware virtualization, storage virtualization, and network virtualization. So the same network can be used by multiple parties. So for that, we use something called virtual network. In the case of storage, we use something called virtual storage. So actually, physically, it will be like, let's say 100 TB. We will be divided into 100 virtual hard disk, like 1 TB, 1 TB, 1 TB, 100 virtual hard disk. So that can be allocated to 100 people. So basically, in the physical, it is one hard disk, that can be divided into 100 people with the help of this virtualization. So virtual servers, virtual storage, virtual network, all this is the core idea of cloud computing. It makes sense, right? Imagine every time if I want for a virtual machine, we will say the configuration. Just like when we're buying a laptop, how we say configuration, we say configuration buy it here. So it is not really possible to allocate a dedicated system. So that's why cloud computing providers are using this technique of virtualization. So again, you might think, what is the security point of view or what is the other complication? You don't have to worry about any of that, which is well handled. Okay, even though it is stored in a single physical hard disk, it doesn't really matter to your data or the person who are using it. You won't even feel it. Okay, you will feel it like a fully fledged computer, single computer getting your own. Okay, so what are the type of computing services? We'll come to this again. Okay, so generally we divide into infrastructure, platform, and software. This is like a little more variation.
Excuse me, Halvin sir. Is there any types of hypervisor also, type 1, type 2?
Yes, many are there. Many types of hypervisor are there. Even AWS have their own this thing, and Azure have their own this thing. But we just don't need to use it.
How are they different? How are they different?
So we are not going into that because no, this is not what something we interact with. Okay, this is something happening in the background. So in that way we are going. There are so many other things to be covered.
Okay, but if we know how they are working and what is basically difference between them, then we can understand their working, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I understand your concern. So if you're finishing all the topics we're supposed to today, we'll discuss about it. Don't worry. Yeah. So basically, there are many computing services. Okay. So function as a service. So function, all of you from computer background will be knowing that. So we can actually take a code of block and use it whenever required, like trigger something or use something like that. We can use it on demand service, like a function, single block of code. We can use it for mostly we use for repeated task and all. And database as a service, like we can take a database from the cloud and use it for storing our information. It can be of any DBMS, SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, any type of it. And container as a service. Containers also, there are different classifications of the storage containers and all. So basically it is for clubbing items and storing items together. That also we can do. And nowadays, machine learning as a service, okay, MLAAS. That means you can hire, you can take machine learning resources from the cloud. I request all of you to mute yourself. Yeah. So that also can be done. And IoT devices. Yeah. So IoT devices as a service. So many are there. Okay, these are just few examples. So as per their progress, new things are introduced. So many new terminologies are introduced here. So basically, we'll come to this services part later. This is just an idea. So how does it look like, the cloud architecture? So this is how it look like. So we in the front end, our client, okay, I will be using my laptop or mobile or whatever, and I access to internet. From the internet, I am connecting to the cloud. Okay, it could be GCP, it could be Azure, it could be anything, AWS. From there, I will get everything. The extra infrastructure I needed, security, services, applications, everything. Now all this management will be taken care of the cloud itself. So I'll just quickly go through some of the applications. Okay, not limited to this, but yeah, so many other. So just like whenever I talk about cloud computing, people always say about Google Drive. But that is a very common use case, like storing items in the online. So online data storage is very popular from the beginning. Now also we can store different types of data. And nowadays it's not limited to multimedia or normal files. There are different types of specialized data types. So all those things you can store here. So because it's not possible for huge volume of data to store locally, so we have to adopt a affordable method. I cannot simply keep on buying hard disk. So instead of that, I can use online data storage and big data analysis. Like sometimes, traditional data management systems cannot handle this big amount of data. See, Excel sheet, 10,000 records and all, we can, it's very difficult to handle. So we switching to databases. But in database also, if you use PC, the size of the database is limited to your PC storage, as simple as that. So the more the storage increase, it will affect your system performance. It will be too complicated and difficult to handle a large, extremely large amount of data, which we often refer as big data. It's not only volume which define big data, but yes, one of the main characteristics. So that also we shift into cloud for handling big data. And antivirus applications. So just like you said, there are proper security maintenance given by all the cloud organizations. So we can even take these antivirus applications as a service from the cloud provider. And education, no need to mention, all online platforms are government, NPTEL, SWAYAM platforms, and Coursera, Udemy, so many other. So all them becoming very popular. So with the boost of internet and also this idea of cloud computing. So whenever you're streaming a course, it is somewhere stored, right? We are seeing it and we are doing the assessment that is also coming from somewhere else. So it is have a huge impact on the education also. And backup and recovery. This is like very, very effective and widely utilized cloud application. So most of the companies, even though they're not using cloud computing for day-to-day basis, definitely they will be using a backup service. So because the idea is, I cannot trust my own infrastructure. See, some natural calamity happens or a short circuit happens or something. So we cannot really trust the local systems for backup process. So the cloud, it is very easy for backupping and recovery processes. So we never need to worry about data loss. And e-commerce applications, definitely thousands of records are real-time updated in e-commerce applications. So they are also utilizing it. So for example, if I want to start an e-commerce company, instead of setting up the entire thing by my own, it is always less headache and efficient to hire a cloud platform and set up there. So like just like say accessibility will be there, scalability will be there. So and also if I see that it's not successful, I can just shut down it. No need to invest a large amount in the beginning itself. So this is just an intro. So now we are going to some of the terminologies. So anything we study, we have to know about some terminology. So I think in some of these things are already familiar for you. So we always say as a service, okay, AAS. So everything is given as a service in the cloud terminology. So I'll just go through these things mentioned there. So multi-tenancy, like in the meaning tenant we say, no. So multiple people can access, make use of the same cloud service provider. So it is from the perspective of how many people are accessing at the same time. So multi-tenancy means, like we say, multitasking. Multiple tasks can be done together. Multi-tenancy means multiple users can be accommodated at the same time. Then CDN we say, content delivery networks. So that is like very what to say, very nice feature which is helping us to feel our internet is very fast and efficient. So it's like a group of computers spread over a region. So you must have heard about Cloudflare and all. So they are very common content delivery network. So what they do, if I'm accessing a website, the actual website might be in UK. So every time sending a request, you can get back that content from there. There will be a delay, very significant delay. So what will they do? They will keep a cache copy of the same website in the nearest server possible. So they keep a network of servers for this delivery purpose, and frequently accessed websites and contents will be caching in the local server. So every time I make a request, I will be getting the response from the local, I mean, not local, the nearest server, not from the actual server. Okay, CDN, the basic idea of CDN. You can think of like it's make the content delivery faster and efficient with the help of a group of servers. Okay, it is also complicated. We can go into that and explore about content delivery networks. But the basic idea, simple idea is that. And third one is serverless. Serverless means people think, okay, there is no server. No, it's not like that. There is no dedicated server. Okay, so serverless architecture means we are not allocating a proper computer, dedicated computer server for our application, but instead it will be whenever you need it, that time the resources will be provided. So it is also implementation of your on-demand thing. Okay, so serverless architecture, we will be seeing that in the practical session. I'll tell you there also how it works. So basic idea is not dedicated server. You can think of that. Then scalability and virtualization we have already discussed. So there are many characteristics. Okay, so broad network access, rapid elasticity. So elasticity, scalability, we talked about increasing, right? So elasticity means elastic, like it can be grow and shrink, both can be happen. Sometimes I will reduce my use of resources, right? Sometimes I increase my use of resources, both can happen, right? So that is the term elasticity is telling. Rapid means like maybe tomorrow I need, or maybe today itself I have to configure it. I have to increase the capacity, or I have to reduce the capacity. So that can happen in like very few minutes. So okay, so that is the best thing about cloud. I don't have to like say if I bought it, I have to use it for 1 month. No need. I can reduce it, I can scale it up, or I can shrink it. Depends on the business requirement or my situation. So measured service. Measured is like how we are using our electricity or water bill. How much ever we use, we pay for that. So that is the idea of cloud also. How much ever computing power you use, how much ever storage you use, how much ever RAM you use, based on that only you have to pay it. For example, Google Drive give a free storage of 15 GB. More than that, you have to pay it. On the same thing, if you are taking a storage from Google Cloud or Azure or whatever, how much? For example, I'm uploading a file of 1 GB. I need to pay only for the 1 GB. So if I'm using more than that, how much ever I'm using, only that I have to pay. Okay. So on demand, we are talking about this. So these are the buzzwords. Okay. On demand, scalability, all these are the main things about cloud. Okay. Whenever you need, you can get it allocated. If you don't want, you can give it back. So like that. So resource pooling, there are multiple dimensions for resource pooling. It's like clubbing multiple resources for increasing it availability. Also, the sharing aspect also come there. Basically, we said it is highly available. So when I'm hiring, setting up a virtual machine, I have option to choose for a availability condition there. I can put it into a pool of services, a pool of servers. That means I don't have to rely on one. There could be more than one. So that means if one server is down also, faulty, some issues happening, it will be replaced with another. Okay, so that means multiple resources are pooled into a group. Okay, you can say like a group work, resource pooling. And paper use, we already talked about it. So yeah, we already talked this point. Okay, on premises versus cloud. Okay, so on premises means I am setting up something my own. Okay, so when you look at it, what is the visible cost there? Software licensing. That means I have to buy Windows, I have to buy the tools, Power BI, or I have to buy Photoshop, whatever it is, you have to pay for it. So that is a visible cost. And on the other hand, cloud means the visible cost is subscription, like how much you are paying monthly or annually for the cloud service provider. Okay, so but on the other side, if I'm setting up something in my own place, okay, on premise means in my institute, or you are hosting a website, your college is hosting a website, you have to set up a server in your own institution. So there are so many things associated with it. Hardware you have to take in care, power backup. Okay, power, I mean electricity usage will be there, plus you have to give proper power backup if you are setting up a server. Okay, I'm just taking example of a server. And you have to make proper cooling mechanism. You have to make a physical security. Obviously, you shouldn't allow students to a server room. There has to be somebody to take care of that. And there has to be IT supporting staff, and also disaster recovery. That I don't think in a normal cases we do that. Like that means we have to keep backups and all. So many headaches are associated with the on-premise setup. On the other hand, cloud, only the visible cost is subscription. Apart from that, we may need to spend a little on training or IT support things. Like may need a person to handle our cloud related thing. Okay, like a cloud administrator or something we have to set up. Or we may need to train our staff how to use this cloud platform. That's all. Rest everything is taken care by the cloud service provider from the subscription fees. So that is very convenient than setting up something our own. Okay, so that is the difference between on-premise and cloud. Okay, so which is what? So one advantage people commonly tell is on-premise I have more control. Okay, like I have the computer with me, right? So I have more control over the things. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody have any doubt? Okay, so the more control thing is, I would say absolutely we cannot rely only on that, because we have to go with the practical sense, right? Practical point of view. And even though if you're getting cloud, you are always having the control. You can manage however you want. Even minute things you can set up. So that is there. But people will have the feeling, okay, it's with me. I have the control. But I would say more than control is have more disadvantages. Okay, that is the idea. So anybody have any doubts about the things we discussed so far? I know it is theory, so you must be already knowing, but yeah, just consider it as a revision. That's it.
Excuse me, Helmin, I have one doubt. The difference between elasticity and scaling.
See, these are just terminology. Scaling commonly we use only for the growing aspect. Okay, scaling like increasing. Okay, scale down is also there terminology, but yeah, commonly we refer it as for scaling means growing. Elasticity is the behavior, like just like elastic. It can be growing also, shrinking also in that sense. More or like they're similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So will there be any difference? Like something is automatic or something is manual?
No,
Like we
nothing
can
like.
we can perform scaling manually, and the elasticity will do it automatically.
No, scaling also we can set up automatic. So that's what I tell. Depends on the platforms and all. It's just terminologies, right? So it depends on that. Scaling also we can set up automatic, like we call something like load balancer and all. So that is there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you go with definition, multiple people will give multiple. I mean, like how programming authors give different perspectives now. Like that, you may see multiple things if you Google. But I would say more or like the same only. Yeah. Any other doubts? So this first part of our session is we are talking only about these theoretical aspects. Okay. So if you have any doubts in between, you can ask on an issue. So the second half after the interval, we will be going with our Azure portal. So currently Mahesh is working on your Outlook IDs and giving you the access to the subscription. So we'll be doing it in the hands-on in the second half. So meanwhile, everybody make sure you are registered on the LMS and also shared your Outlook ID with Mahesh in the chat box. Okay, yeah. So I hope you are good to go. So what are the cloud deployment and service delivery models? So deployment means how it is actually established. Okay, how the setup has been taken place. Delivery model, how it is being delivered. Okay, how the service is being delivered. So just like we saw some services like container as a service, storage as a service, function as a service. We talked about those things, but generally we classify them into some categories. Okay. So talking about deployment models, you must be heard about these things: private cloud, public cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud. So community cloud is not really used nowadays. Okay, it's like obsolete tech. Okay, but private, public, and hybrid, yeah, it is in use, I can say. Okay, so basically, this classification is based on how it is provisioned, okay, how this is managed, how it is made available to the users. Okay, so deployment model is referring to in the differences how it is made available to the users. So talking about a private cloud, it is set up on a private infrastructure. Okay, so it will be available to a limited set of people. Okay, and it is not accessible to the outside world, and it is like a on-premise data center. Okay, it's I won't say on-premise actually, but it's a very limited access cloud. See, what is the main thing, a good thing about cloud is wide accessing, right? So but here it is limited. You can think of a IT company. Okay, so I'm running an IT company. I will set up a server kind of things in my premise, and I will make it available only to my employees. Okay, so this cloud is not visible to the outside world. It will be available to only to that limited set of people. If you have worked in the industry, or if you have anybody working in the industry, you can ask them, especially during work from home and all. If they want to access their company things, okay, like a company portal or what we say hosting platform or whatever, sometimes they need to use a specific VPN, okay, virtual private network. Through that they have to connect to it. Okay, or sometimes they can connect only from their laptop, company given laptop. So there will be some limitations. Okay, so for example, TCS will have their own private cloud for storing their vendor details or sales details, etc., which will be accessible only through a specific software to only a specific set of people. Okay, so that is the idea of cloud. It is very limited access. Okay, so it's not a widespread model. Why? Because it is costly. Okay, setting up. So nobody is completely relying on private cloud, I would say. However big the company is, it's very difficult to maintain completely on private cloud. So nobody is completely relying on private cloud. But yes, yeah, people can do set up private cloud. So next is community cloud. So this is not really what we say used nowadays, but its idea is a similar kind of people is sharing a cloud. Okay, based on a community. I would say like open source people are there, open source community. So they can set up a cloud and make it available to only those who are in that philosophy. or something, any community based on any bifurcation, we can make a cloud available to only a particular group of people or particular community of people who are working for a common cause or sharing common things. Okay, so that is the idea of community cloud. It's not really there as of now today. But yeah, generally we say the theoretical part, we say community cloud. That's it. Yeah, there is example like a private club cloud. Okay, so it's like club means there are many members in the club. So they are setting up something. So the members may not be from the same place. The club may have different branches, or club might be in different geographical locations, whatever it is. But the common thing among them is they are in the same community. Like they could be in a sports, particular sports. They could be in a particular entertainment field or whatsoever. Okay, so that is the idea. And the most interesting thing about cloud is the public cloud, definitely. So whatever we are accessing nowadays, we are using Azure. Azure is a public cloud service. That means anybody just can go and create an account and utilize it. And GCP is a Google Cloud platform, and AWS is there, and many other. So all these are commonly used public clouds platforms. So it is accessible through the internet to anybody. Okay, common internet. You don't need to connect through a specific software or virtual network, nothing. You can just connect to internet and you can access it. Okay, so that is a common model we all use. And there is something called hybrid. Okay, hybrid is like a mixture of public and private. Okay, so why would I go for public and private? So most of the companies adopt this hybrid cloud setup. Like they will have a private cloud for the very confidential, sensitive research data or whatever it is. And of course, they will utilize a public cloud service provider like Azure or AWS. So they use a combination of both for their day-to-day working. Okay. So that can be commonly considered as a idea of a hybrid cloud. So the idea of hybrid cloud is achieve the most efficient method by the help of both public and private deployment models. Okay, I cannot completely rely on public. I cannot completely rely on private. So yes, I will make use of both to get a optimal efficient working with the optimal cost also. If I go completely for private, it's going to be very costly and very difficult. So that's why I will make use of the public to cut down my cost. And also I will use private cloud as a part of it. So like a mixture of both can be used. So that is the idea of hybrid cloud. So these are the deployment models. I mean, how it made accessible. That is the main idea, bifurcation here. So now we are talking about service models. You must be aware about these things because it's very common nowadays. Commonly we say infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. Infrastructure means any hardware components we can use, and platform means it's like a environment. It's like a complete package of software setups we can make use, and software means a dedicated specific software we can use through the cloud. Okay, I'll give you examples for this. I will explain in detail. Okay, so these are the delivery models and how the level of control, how the management, how the responsibility are relying on the cloud provider and the user. Okay, that means how much I have control, how much the cloud service provider has control. So that is the main difference between these things. Okay, so it depends on the control over the things or by the provider and the user. What I mean by that, I'll come to this. You can see this diagram. Yeah. So you can see here, this is what I said, the control, how this bifurcation is working. The control you can see. What you're seeing here in the blue color highlighter, that is managed by you. And what you're seeing in that hash color or white color boxes, that is managed by your vendor. Okay, that means the cloud service provider. So if you're looking at on-premise, okay, on-premise setup, everything is taken care of you. Okay, like networking, storage, server, virtualization, if you want to do so, operating system, middlewares, data, application, everything is managed by you. Okay, all the components, you can say full stack. Okay, full stack of your service or your business or your model is controlled by you. On the other hand, if you're taking an infrastructure as a service, you can make use of storage, server, virtualization, operating system, etc. from the provider, and which application should I install, what type of data should I use, what type of things I have to set up, that all I can decide. So basically, I will take only the hardware part, rest everything I will be setting up, okay, in the infrastructure service. And platform as a service, uh, everything except the very specific things, like only the platform I will be, I mean, only the application and data I'll be using, rest everything will be taken care of the service provider. And when I come to software, I am not doing anything, absolutely. Everything will be given by the service provider. For example, when you're using a Google Sheet, or using a Google Word, or you are using any 365, Office 365, everything, you are not worried about anything. Absolutely everything, end to end, everything is taken care by the cloud service provider. So we'll see one by one things. Yeah. So infrastructure as a service is the very basic form. So only the basic computing resources are provided. Okay. So we have to set it up, and we have to install the OS. We have to install the softwares, everything we have to do it manually ourselves. Only the resources will be provided, like RAM, hard disk, storage, only those things will be provided. So we have high control, but we have to spend a lot of time in setting up these things. Okay, we need high engagement on these things. So that is the thing about IaaS. So that is infrastructure as a service. Okay. And the next, so people find it difficult. Okay, it's not working out. See, I am a developer, so I have to set up MySQL also. I have to set up Python also. I have to set up specific version of Python. So many things. So it's time consuming. So people need little more ready-made setup. So they went for platform as a service. So you just tell what you are looking for. So I'm telling that I need a development server with these things. So I'm getting a storage. I'm getting a processor. I'm getting a RAM. Install with a specific OS I mentioned, with development software like MySQL or Python specific version, whatever, everything. So that means it's ready to go, like a platform. I can just go and do my work on it. I can just customize a little more. If I want to install anything else, I can install, not an issue. But it's a ready-made solution, not only infrastructure. The environment is ready and for doing. So mostly it will be made use by the developers and all. So we can just write code and deploy it. You don't have to worry about any of the other setups involved in that. Okay, so everything else is managed by that vendor or the service provider. Okay, and the last one, just like we said, everything is managed by the cloud vendor. We just need to only configure and use the stuff. Okay, so all this data, yeah. Anyone have any doubts?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have a doubt. We have both private cloud and community cloud. Since in a private cloud, we are using specific software to access. What is the need of using a specific software? Can't we use like a cloud, this public cloud? That is the one question. And second question, in a community cloud, do we need to use again the specific software?
See, first of all, I told you, community cloud is not like a thing that is practically available nowadays. It's just a textbook terminology. And why we need to access specific software? I just gave an example. Okay, it's not really to be a specific software. Imagine a scenario. You are an IT company, so you are accessing a private cloud. So your company may restrict in a way that you will be able to access it only from your company network. I mean that physical LAN there, from the office. So sometimes they do that. It will be accessible only within the premises of the company. I mean using the company Wi-Fi or using the company LAN, only you can access your private cloud. They can limit like that. Okay, so that time you don't have to use any specific software or anything. What I said, using VPN and all, that is like a practical situation. Nowadays, everybody is working from home. So the company cannot restrict them like a physical location. So that's why they just use a extra measure as a specific software or tool to limit the access. So why the idea of private cloud is it's very limited access. So these tools are actually for limiting the access. Okay, it's not always mandatory. I was just telling you. So private cloud can be accessed without using a tool also. Okay, it's not a problem. But the idea is it is available only to a limited people. And the with respect to community cloud, that is also, it depends whether you have to use a specific software or VPN or anything. That is completely dependent on how you set up the cloud. So what I was telling is generally, okay, it's not will be always the case. Okay, there could be exceptions also, but the basic idea of these deployment models is how the thing is delivered, how it is controlled to the users. Okay, if you are going back, the basic idea is how it is made available to the users. Okay, so the limited access is what the main criteria between these people. Okay, public has no absolute no limitation. Anybody with internet can be accessed. On the other hand, private cloud can be limited to a company network or a specific virtual private network VPN, or a specific anything region wise also they can lock. So many options are there. Okay, I hope that's clear, ma'am.
One more doubt, Helpin, one faculty is having. I
Yeah,
think that faculty has asked 2 times. Like the faculty is asking about, like he wants to configure one AutoCAD lab with high configuration system.
okay.
So he need a suggestion from us. Like if whether he can configure that lab on cloud itself instead of doing it manually, or
AutoCAD specifically, I have not used it, but yes, there should be a provision because it's a commonly used software now. There has to be a provision.
so generally, sir, you can do one thing. If you want to set up a set up a lab of AutoCAD, na, so generally see the costing part, how much it will be costing, how much it will cost to you. And you can go to this cloud computing where you will be learning how to configure virtual machine. And if you configure that one virtual machine, and that one virtual machine, if you are giving access to multiple students, and on that virtual machine, if you are setting that AutoCAD software, then that can be workable for you. Like you will be only hosting one machine, and that access users you will be creating under that virtual machine, and you will be giving access to all the students. Such a way you can explore the cloud computing lab and labs. Like you can configure your cloud computing lab of AutoCAD in cloud computing.
Yeah, okay. He has been asked in the chat. Okay, I was sorry, I was not looking at the chat actually. Yeah. So it can be done. It can be done. Like Mahesh said, it's completely depends on our situation and scenario. Like which one is cost efficient, obviously we'll go for that, right? So if you already have machines at your lab, already machines are there, then only your what we say, only the thing you need to spend is the AutoCAD license, I would assume. Okay, so only that much would be needed. On the other hand, if you're going with cloud, obviously we need to render a machine also, and also the licensing part also will come.
Hello.
So it's yeah.
Sir, it is
completely
available. I think it is Autodesk Fusion 360. It is available in cloud, right?
Yes, it is available, sir. It is available.
It's
And
what
I'm telling to you,
yeah.
The thing what I'm telling to you, you need to, in that case, you need to register for subscription.
Yes.
There is a subscription for that. You need to see that subscription cost and compare to your physical.
Now it is available. It is available for free of cost for the students, I thought.
It's available, but for some time limits only they are putting those available.
Yes, sir.
So I think
it's based on the cloud, right?
Yes, based on the cloud. So the best way I can suggest you now, just configure one virtual machine on cloud computing, and you can upload your AutoCAD license key software in that virtual machine, and you can give that access to each of your students. Like you can send some users to that virtual machine who can access that virtual machine. You can provide, you can use that in very minimum cost. You can perform those operations what you are asking about.
Yes, I think that is a very sensible suggestion. I think the sir whoever is asked the question, his idea is they don't have a lab yet, so they have to, instead of setting up completely lab, can we make a virtual lab? That is, I think, his idea. So in that way, yes, it can be done. The main advantage will be whenever you need it, like only that time period you have to use it. Other time you don't have to use it, so you won't be need to pay for that. So yeah, initial setup cost, I would say cloud will be better choice. But yeah, likewise, you just try it once and see how it is possible, then you can go for it. So many people do this, like they must be having a very basic terminals, what we say, systems with very least configuration at their premises, and they will be renting high performing systems in the cloud. Okay, so many IT companies are adopting this method nowadays. So it's like a fully virtual setup. Main things, everything is done in the cloud. Only the access point, like the basic, what we say, the monitor screen and input output devices will be made available to the user physically. So that can be done. Yes. Yeah. So coming back to what we are discussing, yeah. So the last service model will be software as a service. So just like we discussed, we don't need to know anything about it. Everything is handled by your service provider. Imagine whenever you are running a software like Office or anything, in the backend, obviously there is a server, there is a storage mechanism, there is a OS controlling it. Everything is there. So all these are handled by your vendor itself. You don't have to worry about any of these things. So these differences between service models is basically how much you manage and how much your vendor manage. So that is the idea. The blue is what we manage, and the gray area is what the vendor manage. See the AC, the basic idea why cloud is becoming popular. We are not ready to take up headaches. Okay, so that is why we are going for cloud. So when we, for very cost efficient way, if I'm getting everything managed by somebody else, why would I take up this headache of maintaining these things at my own? I can use my time for something more productive, right? I can be concentrate on my business instead of troubleshooting my systems. That is the idea. Yeah. So if you look at the market trends, it's just amazing. Okay, so the prediction by 2025, the cloud market alone will contribute to 830 billion US dollars. Okay, that's a huge amount. Okay, it's like 800 billion dollars business is going to be. So this left hand side, what you see is approximately 400 is as of 2020. Okay, so now it would be, I don't know, I don't have approximately, like let's say 500 600 billion dollar will be in the market. So by next year or 2026 it could be a thousand billion dollar industry. So why what is the reason? The growth of the computing, adoption of computing. Everybody have better internet accessibility nowadays, fiber to home, everything. So internet is not a constraint anymore. So if you have a good internet, then why don't you explore the cloud instead of setting up everything your own? So especially companies, if you look at startups and all, they always go for this cloud methodologies. And so many products are coming in cloud, not like legacy apps, like you have to install it and use it. No, they're just giving it through the cloud nowadays. And so many SMEs, like small, medium scale enterprises, they are going to this with the help of this cloud vendors. So you must be heard about SAP program and all, SAP, so SAP softwares and all. So they had so many. Then Soho has so many products over the cloud. So all these are becoming so popular. So if you look at that, as per different surveys, you can see the industry is a booming industry, the cloud industry. By 2030, it is going to be $1,600 billion business. Okay, these are just projections. Okay, by different parties, different research. Okay, so but yeah, the core idea is just booming. So if industry is booming, definitely there are going to be so many opportunities. So if you look around, if you just go to Naukri or LinkedIn or just search for openings, you can see there is so many openings related to AWS, Azure, and all, like cloud solution architect and administrator, security architect, DevOps engineer, so many other cloud application developer and analyst with cloud positions. So many big data analysis in cloud. So security engineers. So many other. So we can see that these are very high paid jobs, and obviously the demand is going to be high. So recently I was reading in the news by 2025 India will be needing I don't know how many some uh, lakhs of more employees, especially in the IT industry. So one major contribution will be from the cloud for sure. So that is the job trends. So you can motivate the students and tell them about the ideas about this job trends and all. So far we have discussed the basic intro about cloud and specifically about the cloud models and other terminologies. So Mahesh, should we go to Azure intro or we'll do it after break?
I think we should take 15 minutes break, and then after we will be moving with Azure portal platform. Almost
sure.
all Outlook ID has been added to the subscription, so we can directly move to the practicals also.
Okay, so we'll
We can
directly
solve
go and
issues.
explore the.
Yes.
We can directly go explore the Azure platform after the break. So Shraddhan,
Yes.
are you there? So Shraddhan?
Shashwatan is not there. Let Helvin put the timer in your screen so we can come back within 15 minutes.
Oh, okay,
You can share your screen
nice.
and you just put a timer.
Okay. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can post it in the chat. Once we come back, I'll go through it. I'm just sharing a timer. I know all of you are very punctual. Yeah. I'll just reset it. Yeah. So we can go for a break. Please come back in 15 minutes.
ಬೇಕೋ ಇದೆ.
So hi all. We have 1 minute left. So all good from your side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
So Mahesh is telling Mahesh has added you to subscription. Okay, so the second.
So Helvin,
Yeah.
explain from how to get how to accept the invitation and how to log into this Azure portal also from their unit.
Okay, so how will I show them the invitation?
Okay, can you give me any email ID or something so I can send you an invitation on your on that mail ID?
Okay, let me quickly create. Or we can ask. Okay, they cannot share it.
Anyone we can ask not to any share this.
But I think we have to make them organized. If anybody has joined from laptop and if you are able to share your screen.
But Helvin, sorry to jump in now. Helvin and Mangesh, I'll just take 10 minutes time to talk about LMS again. As we discussed, we will also discuss this LMS in the tea break once.
Okay,
so,
okay, then yeah, no
yeah.
issue. By the time I will figure it out.
Sure, I'll just take 10 minutes of time. So I hope like everybody has joined back. But before I start, I just want to understand, is there anybody who is present here as not registered in the LMS? Maybe if you have registered, you can say, no need to say yes. But if you have not registered, you can say like no in the chat box. It means you have not registered in the LMS. I just want to understand. Now we can talk about the LMS for next couple of minutes. No, so Senthil Kumar sir said like not registered. Okay. Okay, so I think like couple of people have not registered. So once again, I'll talk about this. Yeah.
Sir, excuse me. How to know that we have registered or not, sir?
Yes, sir. So once
is there
you
any
register,
reply mail?
Yes, sir. So you will not get any reply, but once you register, it will say like thanks for register. You will get that pop-up message say thanks for register. But like around 12 o'clock, I will also mention the list of participants with your name as well as your mail ID who has registered in the LMS. You can also check that. I'll send the list in the WhatsApp group around 12 o'clock, sir. So far like almost like 350 participants have already registered. Yeah.
Sir, excuse me, but I have received one link in Outlook regarding the Azure services and other things. I think that is not the LMS, right, sir?
No, that is not LMS. That is Azure.
Okay.
That is Azure subscription. That is different, sir. So for Azure
then it
subscription,
is not registered.
Okay, so please, I'll also take you through this LMS registration again, sir. But thank you so much for bringing that. So participant Azure subscription is completely different from LMS registration. So please don't get confused with that. Azure is completely different. LMS is our own portal where we can also, you can join, you can also access the materials and you can also mark your attendance and you can also download your certificate at the end of the training program. So LMS is basically our own portal. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will just share my screen. Just give me a minute. Before I share my screen, once again, I will also share the LMS registration link here. Okay. Just give me a minute. So in the chat box, I have mentioned the LMS registration link, but again, participants, if you've already registered, no need to register again. So I'm just mentioning it here because like some of the participants have not registered it. I'll also take you through how to register now. So I'll just share my screen. I hope like my screen is visible to all of you. So this is the registration link. Once you click the link, you will be directed to this link only, to this page only. Here you can say register. Please don't click here, because if you click here, you will be registered in some other batches. Then you will not be in the position to mark your attendance. So please don't register here. Just scroll down. You can see the registration application form here. There will be basic questions. Your basic information, your college basic details like where you are working, which state, which city. So it's very basic information about you. And once you fill that, scroll down, there will be baseline impact. So this baseline impact is basically a kind of a survey which we conduct with the participants in the beginning of the training as well as at the end of the training program, just to see the impact of our training program. Okay, the same questions will be asked during the end of the training program also. So this is the baseline impact. And at the end of the training program, we ask you for the endline impact. So again, this is just for us to monitor the impact of this training program. Okay, again, this is very basic questions, maybe 10-12 questions. Once you fill all these questions, you can declare yourself and then submit. So once you submit, you will not be in the position to log in immediately. You need my approval or the backend approval. So I will approve all your registration by 12 o'clock. Once I approve, I will also mention that information in the chat box in the WhatsApp group. Okay, I'll mention the WhatsApp group saying like your registration is approved. Along with that mail, I will also attach the Excel sheet which contains the list of participants who has registered. For example, you can also check whether you have registered or not. You can check that Excel sheet. And so far around 350 participants are registered. So in the list, I'll mention your name as well as your mail ID so that you can also confirm whether you have registered or not. Okay, and once it is registered, once it is approved, what you can do, you can use the same link to log in. You have to come here. Okay. So once I approve all your registration, all of you will have a common password for the first time. The common password will be test@1234, which I'll mention in the chat also in a few minutes. But for the first time, you will be logging in by using the common password, which is test@1234. Now I'm going to open my login. You can also check like how I'm going to log in. Like you have to click here. Once you click here, you will get a login page. You have to click login button. You'll get a login page, and then you will put your password. Again, for the first time, your password will be test@1234, and I'm logging in now. So once you log in, you will get this page. This is the interface of this LMS. Here you can see assessment. Don't worry about this assessment. You will be getting your assessment question on the day 5 only. So don't go to this assessment tab. And study materials, again, we have not uploaded any materials so far. We will upload the materials by end of today. By tomorrow morning, you can access all our materials. Okay, again, study materials, you can't see any materials today, but tomorrow you can access it. So, but self-attendance, you have to mark your attendance every day. So for example, I have marked my attendance. So here it is showing like your attendance marked for today. So, and you can also see it is mentioned like P against December 11. So if you have not marked your attendance, then it will be mentioned as absent A. So how to mark your attendance is here you can see a red color button, mark me present. It is not visible to me because I have already marked my attendance. Once you mark your attendance, this button will disappear and you will get your present symbol automatically in this box. Okay. Again, it is not visible for me because I have already marked my attendance. Like this, you have to mark your attendance every day. And at the end of the day 5, we will also map this attendance along with the MS team attendance, just to ensure all of you are present in the MS team as well as in the LMS. Okay. And if you're not marking your attendance for minimum, if you don't have attendance for less than three days, then you will not be in the position to get your certificate. So please ensure you are attending the session every day and also marking the attendance every day. If you're not marking attendance, if you're attending the session but not marking the attendance, then also you will not get your certificate. So please ensure you are attending the session as well as the marking the attendance. So this is what about the LMS. If you have any question, I can take your question. I'll also mention the common password. Again, test@1234 is the LMS password for the first time login. So any questions on LMS?
Sasudan sir,
yes,
when
sir.
we will be able to log in into LMS? Have you approved?
Sir, Around, no, sir, not at approved. Maybe give me time till 12 o'clock, sir. It will be approved. And once it is approved, I'll also mention that message in the WhatsApp group so that everybody will be aware that your
Sure.
LMS is approved.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir, I can
Actually,
hear you,
how
sir.
many times you give that, presence? Is there any time
How
limit
many?
for how many times you need to give that, attendance per day, sir?
So you have to click only once. Once you
Okay.
click that, there will be a button called Mark Me Present. Once you
Right.
click that, the button will disappear. So you can't click for many times also. You can click it only for one, but you have to do it for every day. For example, today, once you click that, the button will disappear, but tomorrow again it will appear. And tomorrow, once you click that, again it will disappear. So you on every day, you can click only for once.
All right, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, subscription. Some of the people are mentioning subscription has not received. Magesh and Elvin will talk about that. But I'll again give like a few seconds time. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I registered with my college mail ID, but after
Okay.
that I created a Outlook account. Will it be a problem?
No, that will not be a problem, ma'am. Outlook mail ID is basically for your Azure subscription. That is completely different. So that's not a problem, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And sir,
So-
one more problem, sir. I am trying to join with the chart, but it is not, getting in.
That I had registered with the Outlook ID I created.
Sorry, sir. Sir, can you repeat your question again?
Actually, I tried
Will
to
this
join the
LMS
WhatsApp group, sir.
Sir, what? Just a minute. I think Pon, Dr. S. Pon. I'm not able to see the full name, but yeah. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
So actually, many times trying to join with the WhatsApp group, but it is not getting
Okay.
into that. May I know the reason why?
So even I don't know. Currently, we have 500 plus participants, and all the participants joined by clicking the link only. I'm not sure why it is not happening for you.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you can ask some of your friend to. Maybe I don't know, sir. Maybe some settings it changes in your device, but because like we have almost like 550 participants who have joined by just clicking the link, we have not added anybody, sir.
All right, sir. Because last week also I'm trying
Should
to
be
click.
created with the Gmail ID which I have registered or Outlook ID.
Sir, just a minute, sir. Just a minute, sir. Sir, Ponmani, sir, maybe you can check with somebody else. Are they able to join? Maybe or like I don't know what to do. Sir, can you send me your mail number, sir, here in the chat box? I'll just check whether I can add you in the WhatsApp group.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. And yes, sir, Edison, sir, you have some questions, sir.
Yes.
Sure, me know.
So the LMS login, will it be done with the Gmail ID I registered or the Outlook ID I created?
No, for LMS, you can use any mail ID, sir.
Right. So I had registered with a Gmail ID and now I have also created an Outlook ID which I shared on the group. So can you please edit my to the Outlook ID? Can you please create my LMS login with the Outlook ID?
No, Shashwatan, I think he's asking which ID he should use for LMS. Whichever ID you use for registration, you have to use that.
Yes.
Okay, right. So that's what I was asking. So can I change that to the Outlook ID which I just created? Is that possible?
Sir, that will take too much of time. What I would request you, sir, since you already registered in the LMS by using your Gmail account or any account, you can start using that only, sir. No, don't worry, sir. Not a problem. Because changing that will take so much of time, and I need to go to my technical team to do that. But there will not be any issue, sir. You can use whatever mail ID you have used in the LMS. Yeah. So I think there was one question.
Hello, sir. I don't have a Outlook ID and I'm not getting it on the chat box also.
So you have to
I
create
have
your
registered
own.
through my Gmail ID.
So that's what, sir. Again, LMS is different. Outlook is different. For LMS, you have to register by using any of your mail ID. But the team member, the technical team need your Outlook mail ID to give the subscription for the Azure portal. So you have to create your Outlook mail ID and you have to share that Outlook mail ID with our technical team members. If you don't have an Outlook mail ID, please
What will be
create.
the time limit for that?
Helvin or Nagesh, you want to take that question?
Time limit for what?
To create Outlook mail
Creating
ID.
that Outlook ID.
See, sir, we are starting now hands-on now. So now only you have to give them. Only you can also do with us. It hardly takes a few minutes.
Okay, okay. Let me do it. Okay.
Maybe 2 minutes, I think. It is easy.
Sir, is it compulsory to give Aadhaar, sir?
Sorry?
Ma'am, like initially we had some sort of challenges. That is the reason we come up with this idea of like Aadhaar. But yeah, maybe from next batch, we will not ask this question of Aadhaar because we have integrated this attendance in the LMS. But yes, ma'am, currently you can do that. We will not also do anything with your Aadhaar card, but you can give your Aadhaar number, ma'am. Initially, we have used it for the attendance purpose, but we are using a different methodology now. So from the next batch, we will not ask for the Aadhaar card, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I hope like everybody is clear with your LMS. Again, so far we discussed about the LMS for last 10 minutes. Now our trainer will be talking about this Azure subscription. You can also, if you have any questions on Azure, you can also check with them. But I will connect again at around 1 o'clock just to check like how many of you are able to like mark your attendance. So we can connect again at 1 o'clock. So by 12 o'clock, I'll also approve all your registration and we can connect at 1 o'clock to discuss if you have any other questions on the LMS. So now I'm handing over the session to Helbin as well as to Mahesh.
Thank you, Shashodhan. Yeah, see, I would like to tell one thing. Just pause about LMS. Okay, LMS anyway, you have to mark attendance by the end of the day. So you can get back to Shashodhan regarding that, not an issue. And tomorrow only you will be getting the content. So let's leave the LMS part now. I can see so many mail IDs here in the chat box. We are looking only for Outlook mail ID. Okay, not your college ID. Like anything ending with ac.in, Gmail, we don't want. We need only outlook.com IDs. So while we are asking this Outlook, we are going to give you access to our cloud subscription. So when I do something, you can also do the practical on the cloud. Otherwise, if you want to create your own cloud subscription, it's going to be difficult. So that's why giving temporarily access to our cloud. Yeah. So far, whoever is given Outlook ID, you will be getting an invite in your mail. Okay, you have to accept it. I will show you that. So meanwhile, anybody has not shared Outlook mail ID, just share it. Those who have shared, just go to your Outlook inbox and see if you got an invite. Yeah. So yeah. So I just created an Outlook ID while Shashodhan was talking. It hardly take 2 minutes. There is no need of phone number. Nothing is needed for Outlook. Only problem is their CAPTCHA. The CAPTCHA is a little difficult, but yeah, you can do that obviously. So I have just created one. So I will show you from the beginning. Okay.
So that's so I got
Yes.
the invitation. So that's share my screen and show how to.
No. I will show you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for your support, but I created one. I'll show it. So I'll just share that invitation window. Yeah. So this is the Outlook ID I just created now. So in your Outlook also you'll be getting a email like this. Mahesh, from invitation from Mahesh. So if you click on that, you'll get something like this. Okay. So Microsoft invitation on behalf of EduNet World. Okay, EduNet World is our directory. So EduNet is the organization. So you just have to click the accept invitation. That's it. So if anybody has not received the invitation, let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes. If you already shared your Outlook ID before, you should have got by the time now, because I also shared like 5 minutes ago. So those who shared just now, right now, just wait for a while. Mahesh in the background is adding the subscription. So Mahesh will be posting again who all he added. So if your mail ID is not there, you can again share it. Is that clear? Okay. So I hope nobody have confusion with respect to the mail ID stuff. So don't get confused between LMS and Azure Cloud. LMS is entirely different. For that, you have to use your registered email ID, whichever it is, Gmail or college ID, anything is fine. Your permanent ID. For this one, we are going to use your Outlook ID, which you created now or today. So I hope most of you have got this invitation. Yeah, any doubts? Any doubts?
Thank you. I got invitation. I accepted.
Okay, very good. So I will show you. So I am accepting the invitation. You can see it is redirecting. So you will get a screen like this. So permissions requested by. So you have to accept these permissions. Once you click accept, you will be opening a new tab. Okay, it will open a new tab. So you will be getting a screen like this. Okay, I suggest all of you to do it from your laptop systems because it won't be convenient from mobile phone. Okay, so
Excuse me,
this
sir.
is a basic. Yes.
Sir, actually, I've made a new ID of this Outlook account, but it is not accepting my ID.
It's not accepting your ID. Mean which is not accepting, ma'am?
Means invalid ID is showing. I tried to log into LMS, but it is
That's
not
what,
accepting.
ma'am, LMS is different. That's what I'm telling. LMS is different. This is different. Okay, LMS, whichever ID you registered, you have to use that. Nobody, please don't, anybody don't, just don't log into LMS right now. Okay, you can do that by the end of the day also, not an issue. So what we're trying to do is whichever Outlook ID you created and shared in the chat, just log into your inbox. See, this is my inbox. So outlook.live.com, you'll get, okay, Outlook mail. Or if you just Google Outlook mail, you can log into your mail. So you get your inbox. This is your Outlook inbox. Okay, we are not talking about LMS. LMS is different. Azure subscription is different. What we are going to do now is to perform Cloud Practical. LMS is for marking your attendance and accessing the content. Okay, so now just log into your Outlook email inbox and you will get an invitation like this. Accept the invitation. It will opening a new tab. You'll get like this permission requested by. Nothing to worry about. It's a basic authentication stuff. So it will just collect your profile and some basic data. Okay, so it is a temporary setup, so don't worry about it. So this subscription is valid only for the time being of this FTP. Okay. So yeah. So those who are interested in cloud, if you want to explore, I will tell you. You can also individually get a subscription if you have a credit card or something that I'll show you later. So as of now, you just accept it. Once you accept it, you are going to redirect to portal.azure.com. Okay, portal.azure.com. I'll just share this in the chat. So this is the URL of our Azure portal. Okay.
Sir, I have not received the invitation also.
Yes. Those who haven't received invitation, ma'am, have you shared your Outlook ID in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just wait. Those who are sharing Outlook ID now, just wait for a while. What you can do, just see the steps. Okay, so later you get invitation, you can follow the steps. So kindly pay attention now. Yes, we are sending. Mahesh is working on it. He's taking and giving invitations. Mahesh will verify whom all he sent after some time. So he's adding. It's happening in the background. Don't worry about it. Okay, so just understand the procedure. And once you get invitation, you can go. There will be a delay of few minutes to get invitation. We are sending to many people at the same time, right? There will be a slight delay. If you share it right now, wait for a few minutes. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, sir. I'm unable to see this dashboard, Microsoft Azure.
Ma'am, have you got invitation?
Yes, sir. I have accepted that.
Okay, so if you're not able to see, no problem. Directly go to the URL portal.azure.com. If it is not redirected you can directly go, no problem.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Actually, yes, I received accept invitation, sir. When I can click on accept invitation, I can see the screen. My apps only, sir. There is nothing like that. You are displayed Microsoft Azure.
Oh, no problem, sir. I'll sharing this link. Okay, I'm sharing this link. Just open the link. If it is asking you to log in with your Outlook ID. That's all.
Okay.
All those who got invitation, you can directly go to portal.azure.com. Not an issue.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
I shared it in the chat. Okay. So this is your dashboard. Okay, you can see the dashboard of your Azure subscription. So I want you to do something now. So there is a tour option. You can we can on it to do now. See, mine is just like yours now. Okay, as of now, my subscription is just like yours because I created a new ID. Okay, I do have another one. So if I just zoom in.
Alvin sir,
Yes. Yes, sir.
In my login, it's not showing any app. It is just showing app dashboard, but there's no app in this.
Can you see these things on the right hand side?
Yeah, I'm getting there are my apps option. Then there are but this is unavailable due to your account permissions and company setting. Something like that.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. There will be a difference between this one and yours. Okay, do one thing. Just navigate option will be there. There you can see subscription, or what you can do is search here. The simplest way. Anything on this portal you can search and get here. So just search for subscriptions here. Zoom a little more.
The search
subscription. Yeah, subscription. That golden color key icon. Just click on that.
Not coming anything yet. Do I?
Okay.
I think we need to check permission.
Mahesh. Mahesh, are you there?
When I'm clicking on the subscription,
yes. When I'm there.
Okay.
Sir, whether you got an invitation, sir?
Yeah, I got the invitation.
Whether you got an invitation. Okay, now go to this Azure portal.azure.com. Alvin, can you just put the link in chat box?
Yes, I did it.
URL.
Yeah. I'll give again.
Sir, go to that link, and in the right hand corner, there is one. Your profile is there.
Oh, Mahesh, is because of changing directory?
Yes. Because lot of faculties has assigned their
okay.
college ID now. That's the problem.
Should I show them this one? Directory changing?
Yes. Please switch directory.
Oh, yeah. So those who are not able to see, what you can do, go to the right top corner, you click on that your ID. So you'll get an option like this. You can see your account details. Okay, I'll just zoom in and show. Okay, so top right corner, then you can see option switch directory here. Switch directory. So just click on it. Okay. And see, in mine, you can see only EduNet World is there. So if you are in any other directory, you have to switch to EduNet World. You will get an option here to choose it. You just have to click on it and activate it. So make sure you are in EduNet World directory. Okay, I'm talking about those who got invitation and accepted it and not able to see the subscription.
Okay, sir, my problem is solved. Actually, I need to verify my mail ID when I'm clicking on this accept invitation. It will ask me to verify some code, and after that, it is showing me all the options.
Okay, it is showing now. Fine.
So still, I'm not receiving.
Sir, can you please repeat this process from where we can get the subscription? Which button to click?
Yes. So those who have got invitation, just click on the right top corner, your profile, this one, right top corner, and there you can see switch directory.
Which direction?
Switch directory, switching directory, changing directory.
Right hand corner, click on there, switching directory. Switch directory. Yes. We have that.
Yeah, just click on that.
Excuse me, sir. Finding EduNet word name directory. And then what we do?
Yes, you have to choose EduNet World. That's it. You have to choose the directory as EduNet World. It should show like this: current directory, EduNet World.
Yes. Fine. Yes.
If it is there, then no issue.
Yes, sir.
So still, we are not received invitation.
Let me check.
See, those who are not got invitation.
Directories plus subscription.
Okay, who's talking? Shah sir, Sheikh.
Nilesh Devtale.
Nilesh is
Dr.
talking.
Nilesh Devtale.
Okay, Nilesh sir, you have got the invitation. You accepted it, right?
Yes.
And you went to portalazure.com using the same Outlook ID, right?
Correct.
Okay, but you are not able to see anything.
Yeah, I can see whatever just now you are showing on the screen. No, that
Oh,
I
you
can
can see
see.
this.
Same thing I can see.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it. You no issues. That's it. So all those who can see EduNet World, like currently chosen EduNet World directory, you are perfectly fine. Everything is right.
Correct. Current and that everything it is showing like this only.
Yes. So no issues. If anybody else
Sir,
have any
mine
doubts
still is
regarding
not
this?
showing,
Then
sir.
what to do? Yeah.
Hello? Sir, I have
Yes, ma'am.
received the acceptance mail, sir, but still I am getting the my app my app dashboard is showing, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you. You are in portal.azure.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just go to right top corner.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Right top corner. Can you see switch directory?
Sir, here
Can you
is
see the switch
showing.
directory option?
Yeah, sign in to Azure is showing, sir. Sign in with your organizational account is showing. The moment I clicked on portal.azure.com is coming with the screen.
Yes. You have to sign in with your Outlook ID. Whichever Outlook ID you got invitation, no, you have to sign in with that.
Okay.
Okay. I just show you. Yeah. So once you go, it will show you for sign in. If you're directly going to portal.azure.com, it will ask you for sign in. Just sign in with your Outlook ID. That's it. Yeah. So once you sign into your Azure portal, this is the home screen. Okay, you'll be getting something like this. So I want all of you to verify you are in the subscription. This is our first step. Okay, what I'm telling now, just verify you got the subscription.
Sir,
So how
now
to
only I
do
am
that?
adding my outlet account.
Okay.
Till now I didn't receive invitation.
Those who haven't received invitation, please wait. If you created
Okay,
now, it will take some time.
Sir, whatever just now you said, hello, that selection of the EduNet, till that only we have to do?
Yeah, I'm continuing. We are trying to get everybody with us, sir. Many are facing issues. So yeah, I'm just lowering all the hands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So till this, I think somebody is trying to speak, but a lot of noise.
Hello.
Okay, I have muted everybody. Yeah. If anybody want to talk, please unmute and talk.
Yeah, sir, I have given the link. I have get the link of LMS registration link, but it is not opening. It's not login.
LMS thing, Sashodhan will be coming again. You can talk to Sashodhan regarding that. So now we have very limited time for our practical. So let's concentrate on that now.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So I can see many raised hands. Yeah, what is your concern? You can tell. You can unmute and talk, no issue.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, actually, I've created my mail ID with name with gmail.com. Will it be acceptable in this Outlook?
No.
No,
You have to create an Outlook account.
Outlook.com only should be there, sir.
Yes. See, why we are telling is actually
when I go this portal with my mail ID, it is going with you. I can see all these options. So will it be acceptable?
But you cannot do it, ma'am. That's the problem. See, if you're going with your ID, are you able to see the subscription? If you go to
But I've
subscriptions,
created my ID, sir. But what it's showing? No, it is showing like some other like it is not coming in my name. So that's what I've used my old that ID itself for this Outlook sign in.
see, if you have
So
used
can I create
Hotmail or
again,
Outlook,
sir? Can I create again? So I have because you're
ma'am,
going.
are you able to? One second, ma'am. Are you able to see this EF subscription?
No,
Yeah, just go to home. Just check subscriptions.
Portal settings. Portal settings. I'm there now. All directories option. I am there now, but I cannot able to see that EduNet World. You're shown no already in the screen.
That means you cannot do it with us. If you are not able to see the directory, or if you're not able to see subscription, then you cannot go forward.
Because I didn't
just create one now and share it.
No, I haven't given my mail ID to accept this invitation, sir.
Yeah, please give it, ma'am. Please give it.
Okay.
Just
So when
create
we
one
give
and do
only,
it.
okay, okay, sir, fine, I'll
Yes,
do
yes.
it.
Only when we add, you will get it. Mahesh is adding in the background.
Yeah, where can I
See
give
why
that
we are
mail?
asking for
Where
in
can I give
chat
the
box.
mail?
Chat box.
Chat box.
You can give in the chat box. Yeah.
Okay, fine, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. See,
Sir,
it's very
I have a
difficult.
small doubt.
From where we get this subscription, that golden key, from where we can select it? I'm not
You can
getting
just
that
search.
icon.
Yes, you can search. Yes, you can search here, sir. Subscription. You can search it.
Okay,
Subscription. You can
searching.
search. You'll get it. Yeah.
Sir, Helvin,
So everybody. Yes.
Sir, Helvin, sir, one small doubt, sir.
Uh,
Is it
Tell me,
common
sir.
mail is necessary to use for LMS and the both Azure portal, sir?
No,
Different?
not at all. Not at all. Different.
I
Different. See, only one criteria. Yeah. So only one criteria for this Azure. It has to be Outlook. That's all. It's not
Okay,
need
sure,
to
sir.
be your LMS ID. Not at all.
Yeah, LMS I can use another mail, sir. That's why I'm asking.
Yes. 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 See,
Okay,
I'll
sir.
repeat it again. LMS and Azure are two separate entities. They don't have nothing to do with each other. So LMS, whichever your main ID, Gmail or whatever you must have registered, you can log in using that. No issue. Absolutely no issue. Here for Azure, you have to use Outlook ID.
Yeah, just now I can try it now, sir, but I am unable to log in LMS, sir. Is there any time to access LMS, sir?
See, Sashuzan said no, he will be giving you permission. So after 12
Yeah.
o'clock, he said. So my request to all, just don't access LMS now. Don't worry, you'll get your attendance. You can mark it by end of the day, no issue. And yeah, so let's now concentrate on Azure portal.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So just go to subscriptions. You can see EF subscription. Okay, so basically, if you want to use any cloud service, you have to purchase a plan. Like we have broadband plan, we have OTT plan. Like that, you have to have a subscription monthly basis. So we are giving EduNet Foundation subscription to all of you. Okay, so if you click this subscription, you can see so many details regarding the subscription and all. Okay, so we have given you, we have added you to this so that you can use our possibilities like resources, everything you can use. Otherwise, if you just simply go log into it with a normal ID, you cannot use all these things. You won't get it. Otherwise, you have to use your credit card and get a trial version kind of thing and all. But it will also have limitations. But here there's no limitation. We are giving you absolute complete access to the cloud. Okay, so now I will show you one concept in cloud. Okay, you don't have to do it. Okay, please note that you don't have to create it. I'll just show you how to create it and why is created. So we all of us are going to use it commonly. Okay, all of us are going to use it commonly. So I'll just reshare my screen with current screen. Yeah, so I can use the notepad. Okay, so what we are going to do now. So all of you logged in. I'll just write the steps. Okay, those who have missed in between, I'll just try. Go to Outlook inbox. Yes, second, accept invitation. Okay, from there you directly redirect to portal or not. Go to portal.azure.com. Okay, this is the ID for accessing the Azure Cloud. Okay. Fourth one. Changing the directory I am not adding here because some of you only will have that problem. Otherwise, search for subscription. Verify you have the subscription. Verify you have EF subscription. Okay, these are the things what we done. So now what I am going to do, I'm going to create a resource group. A resource group creation. So please note that you don't have to do it. Okay, it's a very simple process. You don't have to do it. Okay, so all of us are going to use a single resource group. Okay, so you don't have to create it. But later, if you are teaching your students or if you are doing cloud, you can that time you may need to create for this. Now you don't have to create. Okay, so I'll just show you how to create a resource group. Before that, what is a resource group? Okay. So we already talked in the morning, have a lot of theory, like storage is there. You can get computing devices and you can get virtual networks. Lot of resources are functions. So many resources are there. So all these are provided by your Azure. So we, as the name suggests, we are going to create a group of resources, okay, that belongs to a common goal or common cause. Okay, so grouping resources, you can think of it like a container. Okay, container. Like in our desktop, we create a folder and we keep everything related to that. For example, I created a folder called FDP. So all your presentation, your attendance, everything I'll keep in that. Like this, you might have engineer third year, or you have operating system subject, or whichever branch wise you may have folder. So you'll arrange items, you aggregate items together and group them together, right? So like that, the idea of resource group is to group the resources together. Okay, so it's basically a grouping, a container, just like folders in a system. Or developers will know, like we say workspaces, like you can think of anything, any analogy will set here. Okay, so why we are doing this? We have production, testing environment. So one organization will have a cloud and many will be using that. So we have to bifurcate who is doing that. Team A is doing one thing, team 2 is doing one thing. So each team will create multiple resources. So we have to separate it from one to another. Why? Because we can keep track of it, who is doing what, how much cost is spent, analyzing, everything can be done. So in a practical point of view, in a production environment, resource groups can be created for separate projects. Okay. So what we are going to create now, for example, I'm conducting classes for students. So that time I'll create a resource group for all my students. So now we are one team. Okay, FDP is one team. So I'm going to create a resource group named FDP9. So all of you can use the resource group later. Okay, I'll tell you when to use it, where to use it. So just now I'll see the process how to create a resource group. It's very simple. Okay. So any doubts? What is a resource group? Okay. So I think nobody has a doubt. So Azure services you will see here. Okay, so you can see all the services here. Okay, multiple services are here. And here you can see shortcuts and all. This screen might be different for different people, doesn't matter. Okay, as we use the commonly used things will come here. Okay, like a recent tab. And navigate, you can see here resource group. Resource group. Or you can just search for resource group. Resource group. Yeah, so resource group you can see here. So resource groups. I'm clicking it. See, I'm repeating, you don't have to create any resource group. Please don't create anything. Okay. So I'm going to create one common for all of you, but I'm just showing you the process. Very simple. Just get familiarized with it. So click here, create. Okay. So once I click create button, it will give an option like this. You can see here, create a resource group. Okay. So if you're creating, so basic idea before creating any resource, okay, whether it's a virtual machine, storage account, anything, if you're creating any resource, first we need a resource group. Okay. So if you want to store Excel file, first you need to have a folder to store, right? So like that, first we'll create a place where we place all the resources. So all our resources, whatever we create today in this session, going to be placed inside this container, which I'm creating now. So you can see subscription. From this, we can choose a subscription. So you can see year subscription. There is no other subscription here. You can use multiple subscriptions at the same time, so not an issue. So I'm creating here FDP_9. FDP_9. So there are some naming conventions and all here, just like we create variable names, like special characters, things and all. So when error is there, it will show. As of now, no error. So you can see a green tick here. Green tick. Okay. Now you can see region. Okay, region. So if you click on this region, there are so many options you can see. So the idea is, you might be knowing all cloud service providers have global access. Okay, there are so many continents, so many countries. So Azure has divided it into multiple regions based on their data center. So what is basically a data center? Lot of servers are maintained in a one place. Okay. So here we are choosing a region where we want to keep our resources. Okay. Where we want to create a resource group and maintain. Okay. So as of now, this region don't have much significance here. But later when we create resources, that time it do matter, because depends on the region, the price will be little different. Okay, so by default, East US is showing. That is a very commonly used region. So you can see multiple options are there. Asia they have, Africa they have. So basically, continents are divided into few regions, and again the regions are divided into zones. Okay, I'll show you a graphics of that. But yeah, basically, I'm just like this. I can create a resource group. Okay, so you can see below. Okay, tax. Okay, tax. So tax is optional stuff. It's like for easy identification. Like I can name it and keep it. Like I can usually we don't use, but I'm telling like I can name it like this. I can name it like FDP, and I can give today's date or what is the date. I can give like that. So later I can go and check. Okay, this one is created during this purpose. For identification purpose, I can use tags. Resource group tag is not really mandatory. So I'm not giving any tags here. So this is just for identification purpose. You can see here to organize it. So team A is using it or team B is using it. The same resource group is multiple people are using it. I can just create like this. Later, if you want to identify. So we can do this optional stuff because now my name itself is FDP9. It is self-identifiable. Name is explaining. So I don't have to give any tags here. Just give review and create. So you can see validation passed. If you create any resource or any resource group, anything in cloud, there will be validation happening in the background. Whether you have filled all the fields, whether you have given proper naming convention, everything will be checked here. Okay, so validation is passed. So I'm creating a resource group. So I can click create. So you don't have to do it. All of us are going to use FTP9. Okay, so you can see BitSlab1. Okay, somebody else has created a resource group. Maybe somebody else is using my cloud at the same time. We don't know. As of now, in this subscription, only 2 resource groups are there. The rest everything could be deleted later. So what is the advantage of doing following this means I can together, if I want to delete this all your resources together, I can go to this resource group and I can delete the resource group. Okay, so otherwise what will happen, all of you will create resources. I have to go one by one and delete it. It will time consuming. Why should I delete it? Because if it is keep on running, so much cost will incur. So for that, I have to delete it once the use is over. I mean, we are not actually going to host or deploy something. We're just experimenting it, right? So once experiment is over, we will just wipe it off. Okay. So this is the idea of resource group. Any doubts in this? Why we need to create a resource group? What is a resource group? Any doubt is there? You can ask.
Sir, I just want to confirm that this resource group is nothing but a folder which will contain all the works which we'll be performing throughout these 5 days, right?
Yes, yes. Okay. So whenever we create a resource, there will be option choose a resource group. So all of us will be choosing this FDP9.
Okay, and here we need to create our own folder, or likewise only we'll dump it?
Yeah. So nobody has to create resource group as of now. Okay, you don't have to create resource group. So this resource group creation, you saw that it is very simple. There is nothing to be practiced. Just a click next. That's all. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are actually going to create a resource now, virtual machine, that we will try together. Okay, so that you can create your own. That is going to be your activity. This is like a preliminary step. So if I want to create a resource, first I need to create a resource group. So on behalf of all of you, I have created a resource group. And I just explained to you what is it, how is it. That's it. Nothing else to be do. Okay, yeah. Now what we are going to do.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Sir, I didn't receive any invitation, sir. Malatina learning at outlook.com. I have sent.
Yeah, just paste again chat.
MELETHI.
No, ma'am. I'm not doing it. Mahesh is doing it. Can you type it and send in the chat
Yeah,
once
already
again,
I've
please?
sent, sir. I've sent.
Okay, you're sending that. Okay, Mahesh, can you look into this?
I'm working. I'm adding a few faculties. So
Okay.
those
Malathi
many
ma'am is
emails I have added, I will be
Yes,
posting in the chat.
malathi.learning@outlook.com.
Okay. So what
Malathi ma'am,
Mahesh is
Sir,
doing?
I received the
don't worry.
invitation, but I didn't go for next step.
Okay,
Just
I'll just
wait,
show the
wait,
steps
sir.
again.
So I'm click on accept invitation, but it goes for apps.
It's okay. You directly go, open a new tab, and just go to portal.azure.com and log in with your Outlook ID. Okay. So Mahesh is going to paste all people's mail ID who we have added to the subscription. Okay. Those people, no need to worry. If you haven't got invitation, just wait. Be patient. If your name is not there in the list, Mahesh is going to be shared now. Just paste your ID once again. He will be taking care of that. Okay. So today being the first day, we are not going to do.
We have to use EF subscription, right?
Yeah. By default, they will be
You
using EF
created that FDP9. You created that FDP9. I can't see that.
You will see that. Wait, sir. When we create, I will tell you when you will see that how to use it. If you are able to see EF subscription, that means you are safe. No issues. Everything is all right.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. So what we are going to do now?
Hello,
yes,
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
While doing that Azure login in the subscription, you are told that verify EF subscription. So no subscription is
Yes.
there in my account.
Okay. So if there is no subscription showing.
Yes.
If no subscription is showing.
Okay.
Still, ma'am, your account needs to be added to the subscription. I have sent the invitation. So
Okay, you haven't got.
For a minute, you will.
Okay, so ma'am, you haven't got invitation.
Invitation mail, na? Sir, I have got on my college ID. Some invitation is there.
No, not that invitation.
Yes.
We're talking about this one. Just verify this. This invitation. In the Outlook ID, you'll get an invitation like this.
No, I'm not getting, sir, that invitation.
Okay, that is why you're not able to see.
Yes. I have see. I have not got invitation in Outlook, sir.
That's why Mahesh is telling, ma'am, he's adding it. Please be patient, you will get it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. So we are talking about this invitation, not about FTP invitation. Okay, we are talking about Azure Cloud invitation. Okay, this invitation. So once you accept this invitation, only you will be able to see your subscription.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is, see, that's why I said Outlook inbox. Accept cloud invitation also. Don't get confused. Cloud invitation. From Mahesh. You will tell Mahesh's name. Okay. Yeah. So as of now, I have created one resource group for all of us. So now we are going to create a virtual machine. So I'll just tell about virtual machines for a second. Yeah. So these are nothing but physical computers we are going to access through our cloud subscription. So somewhere in the globe, somewhere in the maybe in US, UK, wherever we choose the region, there we are going to get an actual computer. We are going to get access to actual computer. It may not be an independent hardware. Just like we said, it will be working on the idea of virtualization. Okay. So, but you will get whatever RAM or core or whatever storage you specify, you'll get that. And you can just log into that and you can just run any software, install any software and use it like a physical computer. Okay, so basically virtual machine is a machine which you are getting to access through a internet, okay, with the help of a cloud service provider. We use remote desktop, right? Sometimes what we do, we can access our lab system from our house using a remote desktop service. The same idea, but here the machine is allocated by Azure Cloud, and using our login credentials, whatever we are going to set up, we can just log in and use it. That is the basic idea. Okay. So virtual machines basically belong to infrastructure as a service category. Okay. IaaS. Yeah. So it will have a processor, memory, storage, network, everything, just like a normal computer. But it will be virtual memory, and virtual storage, and virtual processor. That means it will be working on top of a hypervisor virtualization thing. But we don't have to worry about any of that. That is theoretically. Practically, it's very simple. We can just go and create a virtual machine. So all of you got subscription, and are you ready to create it? I just want to know how many are with me as of now.
Sir, I got
Yes, sir, I'm with
accepted.
you.
Okay, I'll do one thing.
Sir, I'm on the
okay.
page of year subscription. FDP 9 and GITS 11.
Okay, fine. So all of you are saying, okay, so.
Sir, I got invitation. I accepted, but I didn't get the subscription.
If you accepted,
FDP,
definitely you should do.
So you created FDP 9, right? So I'm straight in FDP 9.
It's okay. I will start from beginning. How to create a virtual machine will start from beginning, not an issue. I just want to see all of you are ready or not. Yeah, you can see, got it. Yeah, I think most of you have got it. Resource group is available. Yeah, very good. No issue. Okay. So
yes, sir, I got it.
That's it. Okay. Please send invitation. Okay, those who haven't got it.
Sir, I have not got my invitation, sir. Please do send it to me, no?
No problem. See, those who haven't got invitation, don't worry. Just pay attention. It's the same simple process. You can take notes or whatever, and we can do it together. So, okay, I'll do one thing, all of you. First, I will show you a complete procedure how to create a virtual machine in cloud. Okay, full procedure I will do. So you just listen. Then I will give you time for doing yourself. That time, if you have an issue, we can sort it out also. Is that okay? Okay, yeah. So I will just explain the full procedure. So you can take notes or whatever.
Sir, you're not audible, sir.
Okay, sorry. I think somebody has
Kelvin?
muted me. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So I'll repeat once again. Just search for virtual machines. you'll get a screen like this. And you can just create, okay, Azure virtual machine. Okay, so I suggest you not to do it now. You can just see the full process and I'll give you time. You can go try it. Okay. So we are going to go with the first option, Azure virtual machine. Just click on that. Okay. So you're getting here a setup screen. This is your setup screen. So how many options are there? Okay, so you can see that it is little bigger than what we saw for the resource group. Resource group is just like basics and review create. 2 options were there. Now we are getting so many options to be filled. Okay, so I'll just explain this procedure. First one, project details. Subscription. Okay, which subscription are you using? And which resource group are you using? Now you know why we created the resource group. So here, I want all of you to go with FTP9. So inside EF subscription, inside this particular group, we belong to one group. All of us are part of FTP. So we are going to create a resource inside FTP9. So that's why later I can monitor, okay, who has created virtual machine, how many has created, how much cost is used today. All this I can track easily under this resource group. Okay, next is instance details. Okay, instance detail means your machine's details. Okay, so all of you please follow this naming convention. Okay, so my name is Helvin, so I'll give Helvin's machine. Okay, I'll just give Helvin's machine. So you just name it with your name. Okay, so like Mahesh machine, Siddharth machine. Okay, anything. So this is going to be the name you're giving for you.
Sorry for the interruption. Hello.
Yes.
Sorry for
Tell me
the interruption. From where you got, from where we can go create a virtual machine? What is the?
You can just search here, sir. Yeah, I'll show again. So, you don't have to do it now. Okay, just told you.
Okay.
You can just go to. Yeah. I will just explain it once, then you can try yourself. So that will be better. Okay. Then if you have doubts in between, I can help you. Yeah. So you can search here simply virtual machine.
Yes, from subscription we.
Not subscription.
Virtual machines.
You can search. Yeah.
Click on all, whatever you're saying. After all. Okay.
Then you can create here. Create first option.
Create. Okay. On the create.
Yeah, first.
Yes. Understood, sir.
Okay. So once you click create, you'll be getting a screen like this. So we just have to choose the resource group and you have to name it. So I was telling you, please follow this naming convention. Okay, your name and machine. Okay, so sometimes if there are 2 Siddharth or something, it will be giving like an error. Okay, the name is not available later when you create. So that time you can just make it like machine 1 or machine 2, or you can add your initial here. I can give you like Helvin MG machine. Not an issue. So just follow your name should be given with the instance name. Okay, so that I can keep track who all created. Okay. Next region. Okay, region is important. By default, you can go with default region, no problem. But after a point of time, now none of you are doing it. But later when we are doing, sometimes you have issues with the region. Okay, it will be unavailable. Okay, why? Because in our subscription, we have given a quota. Like each area, we have like a specific number of machines can be created. So that time what you can do, if your East US or anything is not available, you can just change any other region. Okay, you can change any other region later. So as of now, you can go with the recommended one, not an issue. Okay, if you have any trouble with later creation, I will help you, don't worry. Now this is important. The third option, availability zone, please give no infrastructure redundancy required. It is must for all of you to give. Okay, please give no infrastructure redundancy required. Okay, please not take a note of this. Availability options, no infrastructure redundancy required. So I told you in the morning what is What is availability means it will be always up. Okay, there will be multiple copies of your server or machine. So if something happened to one, another will be there will be like a backup mechanism. Okay, it will be never down. So availability option is for controlling how much important it is. If you want to make redundancy here, not like on database redundancy. Here redundancy is a good thing. Okay, here it's for keeping multiple copies in the infrastructure. Okay, so now we are doing it for experiment. So don't choose it, because if you choose that, there will be more cost for that setup. Okay, so I'll just show you the redundant options. Availability zone, availability set. So availability set is a limited option. It is like in the same data center, US East or wherever it is, in the same data center, multiple copies will be created. Availability zone is like, okay, I will show you that once. Azure, if you just Google, I'll just show you Azure regions and zones. Yeah, open your tab. Yeah, so this is like all the continents Azure has everywhere access. See, in India, Azure is having data center in West India, Central India, South India. There are 3 places they have data centers. Okay, that means they physically have hardware setups. I hope all of you know what is a data center. Data center is nothing but a combination of multiple servers and resources, well maintained with proper cooling system, everything. Okay, so they have multiple continents. They have this setups. Okay, their physical setups are there, machines are there. So what they did, they have divided it into regions. Okay, India, UK, US, they have bifurcated, and in each region there are multiple zones. So like West, Central, South. In India itself, they have zones. Okay, so in Africa, you can see there are 2 zones like Africa and South Africa, West. Okay, so like that, they have multiple zones. Okay, so it's a geographical bifurcation, like how we say continents, countries, states. Azure have regions, zones. Okay, so what is this availability set telling here? Yeah, so what is the availability set saying here? Where do you want to create redundancies? Where you have to create multiple copies of your machine? Okay, so if I give availability set, it will create in the same area where I am actually getting a machine. It is in a data center, right? I am using US East. In the same US East US, in the same place, same data center, I'll be creating a 1 more copy, 1 or 2 or 5 copies of fault domain. Fault domain means it's like a backup setup. Okay, if I give availability zone, then means in the same zone, in a different data center, I will be getting a backup. So why it is important? Imagine I am choosing East US. Okay, so it is situating in California, suppose, in a particular location. So what if an earthquake happens here, or what if a tsunami happens here? So that natural calamity can wipe out my entire data center. So whatever virtual machine or storage we were running, it is going for a waste. So we always need a backup mechanism. It should be always up and working, and shouldn't be a data loss. In that case, you can have multiple options from Azure to choose among these. So for now, you have to choose no infrastructure redundancy required, because we don't need anything. We just need a single instance. We don't need any fancy features. Okay. Next, security type. Again, security also, multiple options are there. So we don't need any of that. We just need standard, okay, very basic security, because we are not actually going to deploy anything, right? We're just going to see how to create it. Okay, so trusted is like a medium level, confidence is like a top level security. Okay, so based on this option, your cost also will change. Okay, so please choose standard. Please choose standard. Okay, so you can take a note of the settings later when you create. Next is image. Image is nothing but which OS you want. Okay, ISO, like which operating system you want, which operating system image you want to give into this virtual machine. So if you click on this, you can see many options are there. By default, it will be Ubuntu. So you can go with any Windows operating system. I would recommend to go with Windows 10 Pro. Okay, Windows 10 Pro. Okay, there are certain reasons. Maybe if we get time, I don't think we'll get time today, but yeah, we'll go with Windows 10 Pro. Okay. Yeah. So verify no infrastructure redundancy required for availability options. Security type standard. Image is Windows 10 Pro. So please make a note of these things. VM architecture automatically it will be x64 because all Windows is in this architecture. ARM64 is for Linux flavors. So you don't have to do anything. It will by default, it will be chosen. Okay. So now the next important thing, size. Is size.
Sorry to disturb you, but while creating a resource group, we have mentioned a region there.
Yes.
And if we create a virtual machine in a different region, which is we have mentioned in a resource group, will there be any conflict or work well?
No, absolutely no conflict. It will work. No issue.
Okay. So what is the meaning of mentioning a region in the resource group then?
See, with respect to this resource group, there will be many metadata, right? The resource group related data, everything will be maintained in that particular region. But actual resource, this virtual machine can be deployed in a different region. No issue. For example, I am choosing here a different region, East US 2. So actually, I'm getting a machine allocated from this region. But this related, all these things related, whatever I'm creating, all these things are stored in my resource group. Okay, all metadata, all information regarding this deployment is stored in that particular region of the resource group. So there is no conflict if you choose another region. Absolutely no.
Okay, thank you.
So Helmet, can I select a region which has India? Is India as a region?
Yeah, India do have a region, but no, cost is little higher, slightly higher in India regions. Because the maintaining in India
cost is higher as in the cost is higher. Is that what you mean?
Yes, sir. Cost is high. See, I will show you that. See, yeah. Once we review now, see every option we take here, each parameter is going to affect on our subscription rate. I mean, how much it will charge for a monthly basis or hourly basis. So usually, East US regions are cheaper compared to Indian data centers. Okay, in the case of Azure. So that is why we are going with East US. So the moment I change the region, you can see again it is changed. Okay, availability is on. So, okay, so go with no infrastructure redundancy required. I request all of you to go with these options, please. Standard. Okay, because it doesn't make any difference until and unless we are actually going to use it. So we are not going to use it. So it is just keep it as simple, basic settings. Because the subscription cost will be more. Okay, there was a very good question that we have created one resource group in one region. Can we create resources in another region? Yes, we can create. Absolutely no issues. The entire details about the resource group will be maintained in a data center in the specified region. And this particular machine will be deployed in a different region. There is no issue. Okay, region is not really a problem until and unless there are very rare situations. Okay. So I hope we can move forward. Yeah. So what I was telling here, size. I would say this is the most important settings in all of this. Okay, size. If you click the sizes, okay, so there are many recommended sizes. Don't go with any of this. Please don't go with any of this. We are going to choose a size that is called standard B1S. Okay, B1S. I'll show you here. If you go to see all sizes, okay, so you can just see number of CPU, RAM, data, so many things are there. So you can sort it here. Okay, sort it. If you sort it, if you click here, sort. Okay, see here B1S. Please take a note. All of you should choose this B1S. Okay, so this is general purpose. We are getting 1 CPU, 1 core, and 1 GB RAM. Okay, and 2 data disk. Okay, so why we are choosing this one? There are some free options available with this, and it is very limited resources. So for experiment purpose, we don't have to deploy a virtual machine with 16 GB RAM and 8 processor. It's absolutely making no sense because it's going to be waste of resource. So we are going with this B1S. Okay, so what you have to do, B1S and click select.
So for the remaining ones, I'm assuming the costs are higher, right?
Yes, yes. Costs are higher and the features also vary. This particular plan is very less cost. Also, there are some free options they are giving. Okay. So see all sizes. Okay, please make a note of this whenever you are choosing size. Please don't go with any other sizes because it doesn't make any difference at all. It's simply a expense. Okay, so you can see this virtual machine is going to cost $596 per month. Okay, for this particular setup. Okay, it will also influence the region. Everything will influence here. This rate. Okay, rate will come. The total rate, consolidated rate will come later. Also, I will show you that. Okay. So size is okay. I'll repeat here what all we give. No infrastructure redundancy, security standard, image OS is 10 Pro. Size is B1S. A B1S. So one vCPU. So what is vCPU? Virtual CPU. Okay, now you have to give administrator account, username and password. This is going to be your Windows username and password. Okay, we are creating a system with Windows OS, right? So that Windows OS need a username and password, right? When you are buying your PC for first time, you will give a username password. So that username and password is what you're going to give here. Okay. So later we will try to log into the system, try to access the system. That time, this username and password is very important. Okay. So I have a suggestion for you. Please use a password which is easy to remember. Okay, because there is a criteria here. It has to be minimum 12 characters. Okay, the password has to be minimum 12 characters long. Okay, so username, you can give any username. I'm giving here Helvig. So password usually I suggest to give test@1234567. Okay, test@1234567. Okay, it is not mandatory. I'm just telling you. This is for ease of use, convenience. I'll just paste it here. Sorry. Test@1234567. Okay, so we are doing VM deploying. Virtual machine deploying is what we are doing now.
Helvin, sorry to disturb. This is the username. We can write anything or whatever the system username
you can write.
there.
You can write anything. Anything.
Any username we can write. No?
Yes. Any username we can write. The system name is just an identifier where we can see. If I go to the resource group, I can see. Okay, Nilesh system is there. Okay, Nilesh machine is there. Like that, I can identify it from the resource group. Okay, that's it. The system name. Username is like the exact name which I am going to log into my Windows 10 Pro.
Okay, but it is not like whatever the system name that administrator of this company who has given me the computer. We have the username and password which we put in the beginning while opening the machine. That is not required.
Yes. See, in this case, you are the administrator. See, you are going to create a virtual machine. Okay. This credential letter you can give to somebody. No issue. No. Right?
Yes.
Yes. So this is login credentials.
Okay, and this username and the actual computer's username don't have any relation. Or do they have?
Sir. This is the computer login credentials. I am setting up a PC. When I'm setting up a virtual machine, I have to give a username and password. Later, when I try to boot it, when I boot in, I'll get a login screen, right? That login screen, I'm going to use this credentials.
Yes, that I understood. My question is, this username and password could be anything, or it should be same that we have the user.
No, it can be anything. So why I told you
It
to
can be
use
anything.
test@1, 2. Yeah, it can be anything. Why I'm telling you to give test@1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Many times
Yeah.
what happen, people forget or have login issues, so many things. Because see, it is 12 characters. Okay, see, minimum 12 characters. That is why I'm telling,
Yes.
just give a password, easy to remember. That's it.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
okay, understood.
Yes, yes.
Hello,
ma'am.
sir. So instead of that password on my Microsoft Azure, it is showing SSH public key source or key pair name. So username
That's
is
why,
coming,
because
but it's
no. That is why you are getting that. You didn't choose that Windows properly. You must have choose Ubuntu or any other operating system. Yeah,
which
just verify
Windows,
this.
sir?
It is
Windows 10
it is
Pro.
Windows
Okay.
10 Pro. Yeah. So you must be knowing SSH is commonly we use for Linux systems. Okay, secure shell
Okay,
protocol.
okay.
Yeah. So if you are going with my same setting, they will getting the same. So what I suggest you can take a note of these settings and you can try it later also. No issue. Because following together will not be easy because you have to switch between screens, right? It might not be easy for you. So we will finish it like in 10 minutes, then still we have a half an hour. So you can try it and get back to me if you have any problem. Okay. Yeah. See, we are still in the first screen. Okay. If you see the top tab here, see there are many things to be configured: disk, network management, monitoring, etc. So we are in the first basic screen. Okay. So I'll just go a little faster. Please make a note of it. Okay. So once the administrator account, okay, admin account, username, password for your Windows 10 machine is given, next is important. Okay, inbound port rules. Okay, inbound port rules. Okay, port is like, it is like a like port in the daily life situation, like a incoming point to your system. Okay, those who are from development, you will be knowing like port 8000 for Django, 8080 for Spring, and with MySQL when we host, we have a port. Local host also have a port. So what all should be allowed to our machine? Okay, what all connection should be allowed? Do you want to give a HTTP connection to the system? Okay. Do you want to give a RDP connection? Okay, remote desktop protocol. So what all should be allowed to this particular machine? So RDP is by default, it is there. Because if there is no RDP, then we can never access the system after deploying, right? We have to remotely access the system, log in and see what all is there, right? Using this username and password. So RDP is mandatory. So I want you to add here two more things. Okay, you may not need it now, but later we can use HTTP and HTTPS. So HTTP is running on a port. Okay, see, I took a lot of time for these things, so my session is expired. Just yeah. If you take a lot of time on this thing, it will expire. I'll just redo it.
So what are these things? HTTP, HTTPS, and SSH.
See, if I give HTTP protocol, it will allow all the connections using HTTP. For example, when I'm accessing like google.com, basically it is a virtual machine, right? Which is going to give me the google.com page. So how I am accessing google.com with the help of HTTP protocol. So in our machine, what all services you want to connect? Okay. So basically RDP will be there by default. That means we have to connect to system. Later, if you want to host a website or something, okay, we may not get time. So I'm thinking in the future perspective and telling you to. Sorry? I request all of you to please mute. Okay, so I'll just repeat the process. Okay, session expired.
कुछ करो समझ में तो आए
1 second, I will
थोड़ा
mute
बहुत
all
आए
of
दिमाग में कुछ
Yeah. So Alvin's machine is US non-flexible redundancy standard. So I'm going this fast, little fast, Windows 10 Pro. Okay. I'm going with BS1 to B1S. Select username.
So will allow access only to the connections that we approve here, HTTP and HTTPS. Is that what it means?
Yes. Yes, that is what it means.
And then what is that SSH, the secure SSL
We have
connection?
see, RDP is a proprietary technology by Windows. Okay, all Windows systems automatically have this remote desktop connection. Okay, so if you're using any other operating system, if you want to make a connection to that operating system, we usually use SSH, usually for open source Linux and all. We have set a software where we get a key, like a login password, then you can connect to the system. Okay, as of now, we are not using SSH because we are going with Windows system now. So if I get a time when we are doing a Ubuntu system and all, I will show you that SSH. Okay, so now please note that we have to give HTTP, HTTPS. It's not mandatory. Okay, I'm thinking in future perspective. Okay, if we get time, we can try this also, or you can try it later also. So that is why I'm telling to add it. To connect to the system, only RDP is enough. Okay, remote desktop protocol is enough. Only that is enough. I'm just telling this HTTP, HTTPS. Why? Because we may try to host a website also in our virtual machine later. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you to choose these three. SSH is not needed because RDP is already there. So SSH connection is not needed. So it's like either SSH or RDP, one is enough for connecting to a remote desktop. SSH is commonly for open source and RDP is a proprietary tech by Windows. Okay, so these things I think it's clear. So I'll go to, okay, I'll just check everything is fine. Okay, fine. EDF, TP9, B1S, okay, password, everything. Okay. So here you can see licensing. Okay, since I used Windows, the licensing part is coming. Okay, so I have to click this licensing. You can make sure if we don't click it, the validation will fail at the end. I request all of you to mute, please. Yeah. So just go to next option. Okay, disk. Okay, please note this option and you can try. I'll just quickly go and finish and show you how it looks. Okay, disk option. We are not changing anything. Okay, I will tell you what all is there. Some customization we can do here. Okay, premium SSD, standard SSD and all. Premium means the quality will be little more, read write speed will be more, and standard means it's like moderate, good enough one. Usually this doesn't really matter for the cost criteria. Very slightly difference will be there. So it's okay.
Alvin?
We can go with premium. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Pooja Nahar ma'am is asking about RDP connection. So just elaborate more related with what is SSH, RDP, HTTP, and HTTPS.
Okay,
the faculty, I think they are getting confused at that point, and most of the faculties are choosing a different OS operating system. That is the reason why you are getting by default SSH as an option. So see, faculty generally this SSH is secure shell key from which we can access our virtual machine, and RDP is nothing but remote desktop from where we can access this Windows virtual machine. And HTTP and HTTPS are those hypertext transfer protocol from which we can access our virtual machine from browser also. Got the point? And if we want to host any kind of website on this virtual machine, and we want to access that website from any set of networks, so for that we will be using this HTTP AT or HTTPS port. Okay, so this is how the thing will work with those access or work with the concept of SSH, RDP, HTTPS, and HTTP. So any doubt now, if you can have with those concepts, please let me know. I can clear your queries and doubts.
Yeah, I think it is clear now. HTTP and HTTPS, I think everybody knows this.
So the reason why we are selecting, because the virtual machine we have choose, see the image, in image we have chosen this Windows 10 Pro, right? Because this Windows OS is having GUI to it, right? It is having graphical user interface from which we can access this graphical user interface. That is the source of remote desktop, right? Like we want to access some of the desktop, like I'm at a remote place and you want to see my desktop, you want to access my desktop. For that, I will be using this RDP connection. You might be experienced related with remote desktop also, right? Malati ma'am, have you got your subscription? I have added your mail ID to the subscription. What is the issue you're getting?
No, I didn't receive any invitation. That's not so.
Ma'am, please check it
No, I'll
once.
check it.
Like I
Okay.
have
I'll
added
check it out and
twice.
make you.
Twice. Even
Okay.
now also I'm sending an invitation. Please check it once.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
Manjula
whatever
ma'am,
Mahesh.
send me your Outlook ID so I can send you an invitation. So most of the faculty have given you a subscription plan, and if you're having related issues related to subscription, you can put your Outlook ID in the chat box. I can get in touch with you and I can solve your problem. Yes, over to you, Alvin. You can
Yes,
start.
yes. Thank you, Mahesh. Whatever Mahesh said, I have just summarized here. And please go with these settings. Just like Mahesh said, why you are getting SSH? Because you are not choosing Windows 10 Pro. Okay, that's why I requested all of you to go with this. Settings is important. Okay, because it's a lot of customizations are there. It's not possible to explain all of it in one go, right? So let's try one possibility and let's see how the outcome is coming. So I'll again repeat, this RDP, SSH, both are commonly used for getting access to a machine. So RDP is Windows, okay? Windows we commonly use for Windows machine. SSH mechanism we commonly use for Linux machines. Okay, because RDP, every Windows machine already have a remote desktop connection software built in with Windows OS. So it's very easy. GUI, like graphical user interface is there. You can type your IP address, username, password, and connect it. You will connect in some time. SSH means you have to install some other software like Putty or something. Then from that you have to connect it. So both are two different modes of connecting, which uses two different ports. So why we are choosing HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol? Every website what we are loading from any server is coming through HTTP protocol. So in our machine, we are creating a virtual machine. In future, you want to host a website, we should allow HTTP connections. Okay, for that sake, for that easiness, now itself I'm telling you to just add this inbound rules. That's it. Okay. So going back, we are talking about disk. Okay. So just don't change anything. You can go with the default settings, not an issue. Well, it's nothing important. The basic important things we discussed in the previous settings, the basics. Then next, click next option here. Next is networking. You can see that.
One moment,
already.
Helvin.
Yes. Yes.
Helvin, yeah. So just to verify, you have subscription FDP9 Edison machine, US East, US, no infrastructure redundancy, security type standard, image Windows 10 Pro version 22H2, and the VM architecture would be multi x64, right?
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't worry. Okay. So we, after all the settings, we get a review option. Okay. We'll be getting a review option. So that time also we can just verify. I'll show my settings, all the settings. You can just verify if you are getting the same thing or not. Last, there is a review option.
Got it.
So what? Yeah. So whatever sir said is correct. Okay. Just so if anybody having doubt, I'll show. Okay. FTP9, your machine name, your name plus machine, and region, you can choose anything. You may face difficulty later. Okay, that time you can change the region, not an issue. Okay, I'll show you that. No infrastructure redundancy, standard, Windows 10 Pro. Okay. Size is B1S. Okay, size is B1S. Okay, standard B1S. Yeah, this you have to make sure. If you're not seeing it in the drop down, click on see all sizes. If you're not seeing it in the drop down, click see all sizes. From there you can get B1S. Yeah, I'll add it here. Okay. Size V1S standard. Okay. These are the first settings, basic settings.
Okay.
Disk, you don't have to change anything in the disk. No change. You have very limited options there. You don't have to do anything. Next.
Elvin,
we are
just two
coming
things.
to-
Just two things.
Yeah.
Run Azure spot discount should be not selected, right?
Yes, yes. No need to select.
No discount, right? And second,
Yeah, this is no need to be selected. Sir, your voice is breaking, I guess.
no, I'm saying we cannot enable hibernation mode in this subscription, right?
Yes, sir, you cannot. So these are like fancy things. No, why we need to hibernate our
Okay,
machine?
am I
We can
audible?
shut down it. Yes, yes.
No,
sir,
no,
you're
you are
audible.
see, enable hibernation is disabled,
No.
right? Okay.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the thing is, there are so many customization. Yeah, please click this licensing. Okay, please make sure you click it. Yeah. So disk is like this. Disk is looking like this. Okay, you don't change anything in this. No issue. You go to next. Networking, you can see automatically a virtual network is created. Okay, it will be like your machine name -vnet. Okay, it's automatically created. So we don't have to worry about virtual network at all now. Okay, now we don't have to worry about it. Why? When this become important? For example, we want to host, we want to deploy multiple VMs, and we want them to work together for some reason. Okay, like multiple server, we want to cluster and run or something like that. In that situation, there will be a role of virtual network because all of them has to be in the same network and all. Okay, that time. As of now, we are creating independent deployments. So virtual network, we don't have to do anything. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Okay, public IP automatically it will be created. Once you deploy it, you will get IP address, so you don't have to do anything here. And NIC network security type. Okay, network interface card security. Go with basic only. Okay, don't need to change anything. Public inbound ports. Previous step we choose these things, so you can see that it's just for verifying HTTP, HTTPS, RDP. Okay, so these are the settings you are getting in network. We are not changing anything. Okay, please note that disk and network, we are not changing anything. Okay, so you can see here very advanced options are there. Okay, load balancing. So please don't choose any of this, because if you choose this, the plan price will go up. Okay, so load balancing is a technique. We use multiple machines behind a single server or single website. Imagine that we all are accessing Amazon. If Amazon is sending data from a single server, it's absolutely not possible because millions of users are accessing at the same time. So Amazon have so many servers across the globe, multiple servers, and at a moment when we connect, we may get connected to a particular server. Okay, so based on the load to the website, we can maintain multiple servers in the backend and use a load balancer to control it. Okay, so just like we talked about hypervisor in the beginning, load balancer is also a technique used in cloud, but in this context, we are not using it. So yeah, later in the workshop, if we get time, we will talk about it. Okay, it's interesting, especially those who are interested in web development and all, load balancing technologies. Okay, so shall I move forward?
Yes.
Yes, sir, please.
So the next is management. Okay, so by default, we have a Microsoft Defender basic plan with subscription. We don't have to worry about security, basic security level things. So this auto shutdown, backup and all, these are some fancy features. Okay, auto shutdown is like if it is ideal for some period, if you want to set shutdown, or if you want to shut down at a particular time period, you can shut down. we will get a notification also. Your machine is going to shut down and all. So we are not going to do any of these things now. Okay, so I can set like this every day 7 p.m. according to universal time. It will shut down, and before shutdowning, it will send a notification to my Outlook. See, most of the cases, virtual machine won't be getting shut down like this. But imagine if it's an office environment or something, you are maintaining multiple machines for your employees. So you care about their work, like work-life balance. Okay, so you can make it shut down in a way like office time or time. 6 p.m. you can shut down. So they will get an email that your system is going to shut down. Please go to home. Okay, so that kind of setup, fancy features are there. So we don't need it. Okay. Also, backup is there. So please don't choose backup. Okay, backup, if you choose, it will again having cost constraint in it. So we don't need backup also as of now. Okay, so you can just get familiarized with this option. Okay, so basically most of these are default options. You don't have to do anything here. Okay. Yeah, I can see I'm getting some WhatsApp messages. Excuse me, I'm not checking WhatsApp at all. Please excuse me. Regarding Azure invitation thing, you can inbox to Mahesh here. Mahesh is available. You can also put it in the chat. Regarding LMS or anything, you can connect to Shashwat. Okay, he will be joining us once we finish this, so we can talk also. Okay, so let's just move forward because again I will get
system assign manage identity? What are the first two options? System assign manage identity and Azure add.
Azure AD is like we will get a separate login option. Like what we say, authorizations are there, different levels of authorization, role assignment, like contributor, admin, like that. So if you want to log in with that particular thing, instead of your Windows credentials, if you want to have an alternate login option, you can use identity. Let me check what is identity. Mahesh? Mahesh, are you there?
Hello. Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, what is the significance of this identity option here?
For creating virtual machine.
Yes.
It is used for authentication purpose.
Any special significance for this one? Nothing, no.
No, actually, this identity enable a system assign manage identity means what? Like you are placing some identity to trace back those resources which you are deploying on the cloud.
Yeah, that's it. So we don't usually go for it. Normal virtual machine, you don't have to bother these options. So we thought
generally when we use this identity. So suppose if you're having company, and under that company you're setting up a lot of virtual machine for different work. Okay, there are suppose let us assume there are 10 or hundreds of projects going on in your company, and for doing those hundreds of projects you are assigning some virtual machine to those projects, and under those virtual machine you are also assigning some employees also, right, to those employees who can access those virtual machine. So to identify which thing is for use for what purpose, so for that some key is been generated here, like enable the system assign manage identity, like it is key, some key generation or some identity is been assigned by this Microsoft Azure, and from that identity you can just trace back your all the resources and for what purpose you have used those resources. That is the reason of this feature here.
It's like an alternative approach instead of your login credentials, like a token kind of setup. In
Yes,
connection
yes, yes,
strings, we use no like that, I guess, because
Yes.
there was no need of using it yet. So yeah, it's like an alternative approach for role-based authentication. Okay, so there are so many options, right? Because not only we are creating virtual machine, depends on purpose. It can be go complicated also. So that's why. Yeah. So monitoring also, you don't have to give any of this. Okay. Basically, it is like if any issues are with the system. Like enable health monitoring means if any monitoring issues with the system is there, if not performing well, we'll get a notification like that. Enable recommend alert rules. Alert rules means if somebody trying to access to your system or invalid login attempts like that. So all related to monitoring, related to your machine, how the machine is running. If you want to get alerts, all those options you can use it. So all these are optional. It's not at all mandatory for the working. These are for more ease of, more like convenience. Okay, if you want to use these
Yes.
options, you can use. Yeah.
So if we choose any of this or change this, will the costing change?
Costing, I don't think significant change will be there. These options, main options are depending on the disk management purposes and all. Yeah.
So Edison sir, generally those things are what? Those are the features which are available to your virtual machine. And if you choose those features, now some costing might be getting added. But suppose if you are choosing some identity feature or something other, some one different resource will be getting created. Like I can give an example of network watcher, right? When you choose any of the feature, so all the things will be watched by this Microsoft Azure, and those things costing will be implemented here.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, all your actions will be somehow reflected in the cost part. Yeah. So, yeah. In this identity thing and all, management thing and all, if you change, what is the problem means? 1 second, man. Let me finish. So the way I am demonstrating, you might not be able to log in that way. Okay, it may be different mechanism for login. So yeah, you can. I understand your curiosity. You can go try it, no issue. But I request for time being, we can stick to the common procedure. Yes, ma'am. Please tell me.
So I'm still not able to see the FDP9 folder in the resource group.
Ma'am, we don't have to worry about. Are you able to see EF subscription?
Yes.
Then obviously you have to see FTP9 also.
No, it is not showing me the folder.
No, not folder, ma'am. Did you try
No,
to create
in the
virtual
resource
machine?
group, it is not showing me any option of this.
FTP9.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Just hold on a second. I'll just finish it and I'll come back to you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, will you please show me the options for it to networking one?
See, networking, management, monitoring, you're not changing anything. Not changing. Just go with default. Yeah. Don't worry. Just go with default. Yeah. So you see, if I delay again, no, it will again time out. Then I have to refresh again. So it is very worried about security. See, I'm spending a lot of time in the setup screen, right? So after a point of time, sessions will be expired. Again, I have to start from beginning. So I'll just finish it off. Okay. Advanced settings, like extensions, we can add into this common idea of extensions. Like other than what options are here, if you want to add a new option, there is a Azure Marketplace, like Chrome Marketplace or something. From there, you can add options and all. Okay. So yeah, if you want to pass a script or configuration file or anything while the machine is provisioned, these are advanced features. Okay. While the machine is deploying, if you want to add any custom criteria or something, you can use here custom data. Okay, we are not going with anything. I'm just giving a brief idea. Okay, so VM application, you can understand. We can, when we are deploying the machine itself, you want to pre-install some applications, and that you can choose here. We are not going with any of these options.
Sir, Helvin sir, one small doubt,
Yes.
sir. You can go back again. The basics is clear, sir. And the disk, is there any changes, no, sir?
No changes, no changes. See, if you change the premium to standard, it will be less cost, little cost difference. That's all.
Okay.
So the main cost is based on that plan we choose. No, that this one. This is the main cost criteria. Okay, size. Second cost criteria is availability. Then security. These are the main things affecting your cost.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Remaining no changes are there. Remaining
No
options,
changes.
right?
No changes. I am just explaining it. What is what? Little, not everything. Little important things. That's all.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
In basics,
So,
we can fill all the details.
yes, basic. You must fill all these details. You have to verify it. I'll just show it again. You can verify it.
Yeah. I'll fill all the details and I confirm I have eligible window 1011 license and click on next. Is it
Yes,
okay,
yes.
sir?
Is it okay? It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
So again, tags. Okay, so when I'm creating resource group, I told you tag is like a identifier for understanding. See, for example, this virtual machine is created for this particular reason. Okay, so I can just give here workshop. Okay, workshop, or I can just create a name. Okay, name Helvin. Okay, that means Helvin created this. I can just give purpose. What was the purpose of creation? Okay, demonstrate like that. It's not mandatory. Okay, this is just an optional feature. So later there are so many resources in my FTP9, right? So I can just understand what is what with the help of this tags. Okay, that's it. So this is not mandatory. I'm just telling these are optional stuff. Identification purpose, like we keep bookmarks in the books to identify. Tagging, no, every item in a shop will be tagged with a barcode or something for easy identification. So like that same idea of tag. So the final thing is review and create. The last step is review and create. So I'll repeat again, only basics we made changes, rest everything we just went with default settings.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, please repeat tag option again.
Tag is not important, ma'am. Tag is just for categorizing or identifying resources. See, later, imagine all of us created resources. So later I will go to my dashboard. You don't have to give anything.
Okay, we have to give only name and name only.
You don't have to give anything, absolutely anything. Not, it's optional. I was just showing you how to give it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So see, later I can see the bill and all, no? So I can see who created most. See, for example, 10 of us can give a common name and value. We can give project 1, like that, something. So later I can group all this using a single tag and see, okay, all this virtual machine, 10 virtual machine together, how much cost it came. So like that, for easy analysis purpose, we can use tags. Okay, it's like a kind of metadata about the machine. See, machine name may not be Helvin's machine always, right? It will be VM1, VM101 and all. So I can give that who is using the machine or other things here in the tags. That's the last is review and create. Yeah. So some of you in this review page, you might get an error. Okay. If you get this validation passed, that means it is fine. Once you're getting this validation passed, green tick, it's fine. Sometimes you get an error, red color, the validation is not passed. So don't worry, you'll get a message why it is not passed. Okay. So you can see that my machine is costing 81 paisa per hour. Okay, so approximately 1 rupee per hour is the running cost of my machine, which will come up to 600 something in monthly. Okay, so all the options we chosen here, you can review here. Okay, so these are the options I chose. So make sure you got the same options as this in the basics. I'll just post it in the chat. These are the important options you have to follow. Okay, so machine name you have to change. The rest everything we can say with the same. What is the right in availability test in basic tag? Availability, you should use no infrastructure redundancy required. No infrastructure redundancy, because that do matter, right? They really affect the cost. Availability means like backup, multiple copies of your server will be maintained. Like increasing the uptime. That's it.
So Helvin, now that I have created this virtual machine, okay, so when I switch on my laptop or when I switch on my computer, can I log in with these credentials and enter this virtual machine?
No, sir. No, sir. So for that, you have to use a separate mechanism to connect to it. Directly from your OS, you cannot log in like that. We need internet. We need a software to connect to this IP address and do it. So I'll just show you.
So
create.
you need a specific software.
Yes, please wait. I'll show you. So I'm clicking create here. It will take few minutes for the machine to deploy. So you can see here on top, Okay, status will show in this notification. Submitting deployment. Submitting the deployment. Okay, so deployment is progress. Here, this
So
is
we
a
will get
notification.
some time to practice. So we will get some time to practice this now, right?
Yes, yes, you can try it now. No issue. Those who haven't
And
tried,
you
you
will
can
be
try.
there online, right? Because I have some trivial questions.
Okay, we'll see that. 1 second. Let me finish. It's already 1:22. Okay, we can extend for some time. No issue. Okay, so the deployment will take some time. So if all
Yes,
of you
sir. I received some
Sir,
messages,
what
sir.
to do for deployment process?
Yeah,
Just-
deployment fail and I get a message, sir.
Okay, okay, I'll tell you. So just review and create will deploy map.
Yeah, sir. That's validation is passed.
Validation is
Uh,
passed. Okay. Can you share your screen? I don't know whether you're able to share your screen or not.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Sure.
Why not? I can share my screen. So please provide the option, sir. I can raise my hand now.
One second.
I am also getting your deployment is failed.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll sort it out. Many of you will get, I know. So
Okay.
Because now we are using the same region and same resources. I'll make you a presenter. Srinivasan, sir, right?
Yes, Srinivasan. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have made you a presenter, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, from where we can find deployment process? Where we can find?
By clicking on create.
Yeah, Komal ma'am, where are you right now?
Okay.
You got it.
Sir, just now I can share my screen, sir.
Yes, share.
Helvin, sir, just now I can share my screen, sir.
Yes.
Are you on my screen, sir?
Yes, we can see.
Deployment validation failed.
Don't worry, ma'am. Just look here. We'll tell you. Yeah.
Here I can see that message, sir. Deployment validation failed.
Come down. Deployment validation failed. Underlying API might be helpful. Okay, this is try once again, sir. Just create once again. Click create
sure.
once again.
Just a minute, sir.
See, in the last stage, review and create, if you're seeing validation pass, then that means everything you have given is fine, actually. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you are not getting their validation pass, then you have to go back and see whether you have given everything correctly. Like the username password, whether your password is 12 characters long, or have you accepted the license, everything you have to see. Okay. If you get an error like this, try once again. Okay. If it is not working, I'll tell you what to do.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, keep your screen on.
Yeah. Yes.
Keep your screen on. It will take some time only. Yeah. Let's see.
Sir, can I share my screen? It looks little different.
Okay, sir. Just raise your hand.
Let me see where it is. I am Nilesh Devtule. Yeah. It is.
Okay, Nilesh,
like
sir.
that
Okay.
only. Yeah.
Yes. Let me try to make you present.
But I can show you here.
Okay, 1 second. It's echoing actually. Nilesh sir, hold on a minute. Okay. Again, I can see here deployment is failed for this Srinivasan sir. Right, Srinivasan sir?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I will sort it out and we'll come back to you, Nilesh sir. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Srinivasan sir, can you do one thing? Go to previous.
Okay.
I cannot see.
Yes,
Go to the basic settings.
Yes, sir. Subscription, EF subscription, sir.
No, sir. Basics of the virtual machine. No, the first stage, basics detail. Actually, I am not able to see your screen.
already
Now it's a little slow. It's a
Okay.
little slow, I guess. Go to basics, sir.
Yes, sir.
Basics, come down.
Yes, sir.
Change that region used East US.
Just a minute, sir. Region East US, sir.
Just change it into West or something. West US or something. Just change the region once.
Yeah, West US 2.
Yeah. So again, you have to choose availability set and this one. Okay. Security also.
Availability options, availability zone, zone 1. Yes, sir. Security
No,
type
no.
is standard.
Availability
Image.
set, no infrastructure redundancy required. Change it into no infrastructure redundancy required. Availability option, no infrastructure redundancy required. Security, basic.
Just a minute, sir. Region West US 2. Okay. Availability options, sir.
No infrastructure.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that one.
Security standard, na, sir?
Yeah, standard.
Okay. Next, image Windows 10 Pro, sir.
Yes. 10 Pro. Sir, see the size, sir. You are chosen. Change it into B1S. Change the size into B1S.
Just a minute, sir. Yeah.
See, if anybody is getting a message, quota is over or anything like that, please don't choose any other size. Please choose B1S only, but change the region. Okay, change the region into something else. Indian regions are there, Africa is there, Asia is there. So choose any other region, but don't change any other settings. Please don't change any other settings. Okay, I'll just post the basic settings again.
Sir, in my machine, deployment is in progress.
Deployment is progress means it's not an issue. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Sir, what can I do now, sir? A size I can change to?
B1S.
So it cannot be shown here, sir. I can see.
See all sizes. See all sizes. Click on see all sizes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. From there, you can click on the VM size. VM size is there. No, left column, top header.
Yes, sir.
You can just sort it, sir. There only you'll get. Yeah.
Yeah. B series is there, sir.
B series also you can go take, or you can simply sort it there. Automatically everything will come.
Yeah. B1S, general purpose, sir.
Yes. Free services eligible. That one. Third one. B1S. Free services eligible. That option.
Sir, when I'm selecting B1S, select button is not highlighted.
Okay, that means you just go change the region.
Yeah,
use
sir,
a different region. Yeah,
So
if you're not able to select B1S,
okay,
just
okay,
go
sir.
back.
Sure, sir.
You can click the close button right side. No, close button is there. No, for that you can click madam and go back and change the region. Sir, select it, sir. B1S you select. Srinivasan, sir.
Yeah, it cannot be. Okay.
You're not able to select B1S.
Yeah,
select
selected.
It, click select.
Okay, sir. How we can set that one, sir? Here there is no option.
Below. Select below is there, sir. Click on that and click select button below.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's gotten.
Sir, if we'll select any region, is it fine?
Is it fine? Because no, all of us cannot use one region. We are approximately 200 plus people. So each region will have a quota. So it will exhaust, then you won't get allocated resources.
Okay,
so
sir,
you can change the region.
Yeah, how we can go to that again basics, because it is like we are at the end here, no? Basics में
Back button is there, no sir? On top you can see no tabs on
back
top.
button. Yeah, that only.
Top you'll see no sir. Management disk like
Yeah,
that. From
top.
there you can go to jump back to base. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Elvin,
So
sir, size is
I
complete.
had
Yeah,
one
size
second.
is
I have
selected,
common.
sir.
1 second, sir. I'll come back to you. Common announcement, all of you, you can change the region, no issue, but please stay with the basic settings. Okay, don't change settings, region can be changed. Okay, yes. Yes, Srinivasa, sir. Now go down.
Yeah, size is
go down.
completed. Yeah.
Okay, go down, please. No need to
Yes.
change username, password, anything. Go down.
Okay, sir.
Go down.
Yes, sir. That's the end of page, sir.
Yeah, in the inbound, inbound rule, add HTTP, HTTPS. It's not mandatory, but please just keep it.
Yeah,
Inbound
select
rule.
the inbound ports RDP, sir.
RDP is already there. Additionally, HTTP and HTTPS.
All I can select now, sir.
Except SSH, all you can select.
Yeah, HTTP 80, HTTP 443, and RDP.
SSH is not required, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't need to select. I didn't select it. Sir.
Okay. Now do one thing. Yeah. You don't have to go all the settings again. Just directly click review and create. Left bottom, you can see review create. No. Left
Just a
bottom.
minute. Sir.
Oh, 1 second, 1 second. There is some error there. 1 second. Go back to networking.
Yes, sir.
Go back to networking. I saw some error. Come down. To allow all IPSS machines recommended. Go down. Did you change anything here, sir? Go down. Okay. Okay.
Selection
Okay.
inbound. Yeah, selection inbounds. No. There will be a message. This will be allow all IP addresses to access your virtual.
That is okay. That is okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, review and create. I think everything looks fine. Review and create.
Sir, I have completed deployment process.
Very good. Okay, sir, you try once. Validation is failed. Okay, click on the view details. Click on the view details. Yeah. So sometimes you get like this, validation is failed. Okay. So you have to click on the view details. Sir, click on that button. No, click view details. There is an arrow mark. The red color highlighted.
Here now, sir.
Top, sir, validation failed. Click here to view details. Click on that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Operation could not be completed as it results in existing approved total regional core quota.
Okay. Yeah, so that means our West US also people are using, no? So just go try, only change the region and try again. Same settings, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do one thing. I know we will have issues. It's okay. So I will just share you because many have deployed. So I'll just share you how to connect to it. Okay, that is the last step, and we will be done for today. Then I will come back to you for review issues. Yes.
Elvin, is it possible to take that? Elvin, is it possible to take that tomorrow? Because we also need to talk about this LMS for next 15 minutes. So will that be okay? Or yeah,
it's just like 2 minutes, Sashudan. Because if with that it will be completed.
Excuse me.
Would you excuse me?
I actually have some doubts to clarify.
Hello.
Yes, we'll come back to doubts after that. So let me just finish this process. We are not done yet. We'll finish it and I'll come back to you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. On my PC also networking error is shown.
We'll check that, ma'am. Please bear with me. Yeah. So those who completed deployment, you'll get a message like this. Okay, your deployment is complete. So go to resource, click on go to resource.
So then your screen is not shared.
Just a minute, sir. My process is
Shashwatan, I'm telling Shashwatan. Elvin, your screen is not shared.
Sir, I have done go to resource.
Yeah. Once you go to resource, okay, once you go to resource, so this is my previous screen. Okay, deployment is completed. Okay, this is a first screen, deployment is completed. Click on go to resource. Okay. From here, you will get a public IP address. Public IP address. Okay. So you just have to copy this address. This public IP, just copy it. Okay. Then in your PC, okay, in PC, search for remote desktop connection. So can you see my start menu is showing remote desktop connection? So this software is already installed in all the Windows. So copy your IP address, go to search, sorry. Copy your IP address, go to Windows search bar, search for remote desktop connection. Okay. Click on that. Click on that. So you'll get an option like this. A remote desktop connection. You'll get an option like this. Can you see this? So there, type
Yes.
your IP address.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, paste your IP address.
Okay, then connect.
Yeah, just connect.
Okay,
So
connecting.
so now you will get a login screen like this. So this is very important. Okay, please pay attention. Don't type directly your password here. Okay, please don't type your password directly here, because you can see it is Helvin MG is showing. That is my local PC username. Okay, that username cannot be used for my virtual machine. Okay, so after connect, you'll get a login screen. Click on more choices. Click on more choices. Use a different account. Use a different account.
Sir, there will be no option on more choices.
There should be. Otherwise, are you able to type username here directly?
No.
Which OS you're using? Which operating system?
Windows 11.
And then say only minus Windows 11. There should be. Okay, I'll repeat again. Just search for remote desktop connection. Type your IP address. Click connect.
Yes.
There you can see more choices.
Or Helvin, tell them like the second option is also there on Azure portal. Na? Go to connect and download the RDP file.
RDP file. Okay, I'll tell that. So this is one option. You can click on more choices here. Use a different account. Then you can type your username password, which you are given for setting up the virtual machine. Okay, then you can just click OK. It will connect to your virtual machine. If anybody is having an issue with this, I will show an alternative option. Okay, some people are saying they're not able to see this. So this is one option. Yeah. Yes,
sir, actually, I'm using the Mac OS. So how to go with a remote?
That is going to be a challenge. Yeah, that is going to be a challenge because understood. Because FTP is Windows proprietary. I'm not sure whether it's available in Mac or not. Mahesh, you have any idea whether it is available in Mac?
So any alternatives to connect? Because till now I got everything.
This credential screen.
Yeah, alternatives will be there, but let's finish it. Let me see. Because Mac, there should be.
Sir,
maybe you can install.
I'm having doubt.
Yes, ma'am. Doubt.
Sir, where can I get this credential screen?
You can go to this Mac store and you can download RDP from there.
Which one?
Okay.
Can I know once again?
Mac store and search for remote desktop.
Just a second. I think someone interrupted in the middle, so I didn't get.
Ma'am, Mahesh is telling you can download RDP, the software which we're using, from the Mac store.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So yeah. So
Sir,
here
I have
also
doubt,
you
sir.
have-
Hello.
Yeah, please excuse me. I'll just finish it off. Some are having a problem with this connection. So I'll show you alternative and connect. That's it. Okay, so I'll just show you alternative option. Okay, look at this left hand side pane. Okay, left hand side. You can see many options here, right? There is a connect option here. Connect option. Click on this connect option. This is the alternative option. Okay, you can search for RDP or remote desktop and connect, or you can download a file from here. Go to connect. Okay, there is an option native
Yes.
RDP. Native RDP. Click
Yes.
select.
Okay.
Okay. Then you will get a opening bar in the right hand side. From there, download
yes.
RDP file. Download RDP file.
Okay.
Okay, so you can download it.
Yes, download it.
Then you can just double click it. So I'll repeat the second procedure. Go to the main screen. Okay, this will be your overview. From here, you will get your IP address. Once deployed, you have an option to go to resource. From there, you will get your IP address here. On the left hand side, connect. Okay. Native RDP, select it. Okay, from there you can download RDP file. From there you can download RDP file. Once you download it, you can just double click it. Okay, so it will give a screen like this, publisher, unknown publisher. Don't worry, there is nothing harmful. Just connect it. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat again, sir, how we can connect remotely, sir?
Sir, again, there will be no option of more choices.
Yeah, it's actually
Sir, it is
the same
asking
login screen.
credentials.
Yeah, credentials is like your credentials only, but there should be more choice option actually. I don't know why, ma'am, you are not
No, sir.
getting more choices.
There will be
This
no
is a
option.
different account. I'll just show you connecting Helvin. This
Yeah,
was
it's
my username
connected.
I given. Test @ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so I can just connect. So it will tell you a screen you will get like this. Okay, do you
But
trust
I'm
it or
not
not?
getting more options.
Yeah, that's
Same here, sir. I'm not
everybody-
getting more option.
When
Oh, one
download
second, one
it,
second.
when I clicked on download, I got enter your credentials.
Yes, not getting more option.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, anybody else have the same issue?
The username, sir, for that credential.
That is what you given while you are creating the virtual machine. Basic section you given no username and password. The same username and password.
Yes. Same we have to.
I think that is computer name, sir.
No, not computer name, sir. Your username.
Yes.
You have given no. I have
Username.
given Helvin as username.
Fine.
So once I click yes. Okay, there it will take some time. Directly I'll see my machine booting up here. Okay, it will be a little slow. Okay, please give it time.
Connecting, but login
It is
failed.
connecting.
It's showing me.
Okay. Because you have used the not correct username. No, that's why.
Okay.
Alvin, while creating the virtual machine, I'm not getting
Hello,
an
sir?
option for the size of folders to use.
Yeah, it's
It will come
connected.
there.
Connected.
One second.
So next is don't ask again for connections to this computer. View certificate. What I need to click here?
Just give yes. It will ask for just verification, trusting factor. That's it.
Okay, so I
You
will
show the
just give
machine
yes.
name. Yes, that's
Sir, we can log in with our user ID and password.
username and password. Username
Yeah,
and
or
password of
whatever
your
we have
virtual
stored in
machine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's connected. Yeah, I got the same screen.
Okay, I'll show up my screen. Okay, it will take some
The
time.
same screen I got with my name.
Yeah, very good. That's it. Okay, now somebody was telling they're having an issue. They're not able to see more choices. Who is having that issue? More choices is not available.
Yeah, even I had another option. Second option I connected. Not with.
Okay.
I'm not
but
getting
no
any
choices.
options.
Okay, please share your screen, Komal ma'am.
So
Komal ma'am, no?
Elvin, again, I'm sorry to jump in here. It's already 1:45. Is that possible to take this
Yes,
question
yes, yes.
tomorrow? Is it possible to take this
Yes,
question tomorrow, or we need to close it today
we
itself?
can. No, we can do that. We can do that.
We can take this
I'll
question
hand
tomorrow
over
also,
to you.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The process is completed.
Ah.
You can take over.
Yeah. So Magesh, are you fine? Can we also take this question tomorrow? Shall we start the day tomorrow by taking the question? Will that be okay?
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Magesh.
Yes, Shashwatam.
That is
Let us
fine, right?
close this thing. And faculties, like we will be demonstrating same thing, same practical by tomorrow also. So don't worry at all if you haven't performed this practical at your side. And the subscription plan will be given to you. That will be along with you only for 5 days. So you can practice it later also. So don't worry at all. The doubts and clarification we can sort it by tomorrow also. So just do the practice of the practical, and if you are having some doubts, you can clarify them by tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Magesh. Yeah, so dear participants, I know you will be sitting with a lot of questions now, a lot of confusions. Don't worry, you can also try it during this afternoon time. Still, if you have any questions, you can also bring this question tomorrow and we can clarify it, because like we have 4 more days to cover, so don't worry. But my only request is like, please stay with the session for the entire 4 hours. I can see like a lot of people are joining late and a lot of people are leaving early. That is also creating a lot of confusion. So it is difficult for us to repeat the steps like very often. It will like waste a lot of our time. So I kindly request, we can take this question. I can completely understand your challenges. We will definitely solve all your queries. Don't worry, because we also need to talk about this LMS, because a lot of people are not able to mark their attendance. Attendance is also very important, as important as this sessions. So now we will take 15 minutes, next 15 minutes for the LMS related discussion. Some of the people are not able to log in, it seems. So we will take LMS related discussion for next 15 minutes and then we can log off. Or I would suggest like we can close the session now. And if you have any questions on LMS, you can stay back. If you don't have any questions, I can see like almost like 80 to 100 students and 100 participants are already marked their attendance. So you can also, if you don't have any questions on LMS, you can also take leave. We can officially call off this day on day 1, and you can take leave. So have a delicious lunch and take rest. But those who are having doubts on LMS, please stay back. We will clarify all your doubts on LMS and then we can also close this session. But now officially we are closing a day 1 session, and I'm extremely sorry. I'm not giving time for you to ask your question, but definitely we can ask your question tomorrow. And with this, I request Magesh to stop this recording, Magesh, because we are going to talk about this.